and to give them that belief that whenever they come up against a test playing nation, they can beat them.
Well, we also had a new addition to the squad. We saw earlier on there's a new player who's going to play for Afghanistan. It is Zahir Khan, who definitely will bring a bag full of surprises against UAE. So an interesting move there from Rashid.
Yeah, Zahir Khan is an experienced campaigner. I know he's making his T20 international debut today, but he has played a couple of editions of Abu Dhabi T10 on this very ground. So he will bring that kind of experience, and he's a left-arm Chinaman. He brings something different to the table.
Well, we'll have to see how that turns out at the Zayed Cricket Stadium. Let's quickly head down to the centre, where we've got Ovis Shah giving us the story of the pitch.
So the third T20 match of the series, and let's see what the groundsman has come up with for us to use. Well, it's a used wicket. It was used a few days ago for the first T20 game. At that time, it had a beautiful green covering of grass. Now, a few days later, the grass has sort of burnt off a little bit, but a bit more importantly, I think, the cracks have appeared, especially just short of a good length. So it was good to bowl on a few days ago, and I think it'll be even better to bowl on this wicket if you bowl first. Look, the conditions are helping the bowlers if you win the toss and bowl. Batting is not that easy. However, if you can somehow get around the sort of targets, around about 160, 170 even, it's going to be a very tough chase. Another thing to think about on this wicket is using how you're going to use your spinners, because the green grass has sort of disappeared now, and there are some brown patches which are appearing, which means the ball might skid on but also might turn if it bounces in those areas. So win the toss and bowl first if I was either of the captains.
Well, always says that win the toss, bowl first. That seems to be the mantra all throughout the series. We'll have to find out what the two captains think about the toss today. Let's quickly head down to the centre once again, where we've got Mikhail Vaswani with the two captains for the toss.
It's Super Sunday for obvious reasons. It's the big final. With the series poised and levelled at one apiece, it's Judgment Day for UAE and Afghanistan in the Dafa News Abu Dhabi Friendship Series. It's toss time here at the Zayed Cricket Stadium. I have the star cast, the captains to my left, captain of UAE, CP Rizwan, captain of Afghanistan, Rashid Khan, and to adjudicate the flip of the coin, match referee Graham Lebroy. Home side for the one last time, CP Rizwan will be flipping the coin and Rashid will be calling in this series. There it goes finally. Heads it is, and 3-on-3 here for Rashid Khan in the toss. Well, lucky with tosses, Rashid. What are you decided to do?
Yeah, I think this time we're going to go ball first, and same wicket. I feel like it becomes a little bit easier to bat under lights, and big game as well, final. So that's how I decided to go for the ball first.
What did you observe in yesterday's game? Because the 9-wicket win for you certainly must have brought about some kind of thinking in the camp as well.
Well, nothing much to think about. It's just about we more consistent with the line and length, and that was something we missed in the last game, and that caused us to lose the game. I feel like there was nothing wrong. We just, we all know we have talk about the line and length, and just to make sure we keep it in the right area, which is suitable on this wicket, and nothing much change. Just keep it simple and make sure we enjoy.
Right, and what about your playing 11?
We have 3 changes. Hazratullah Zazai, Farid Malik, and Mujib Zadran is not playing. Gulbadin is playing, and
no problem, we'll see that all on the sheet sometime later.
Zahir Khan, he is debuting. Gulbadin and Fazal Haq Farooqi is in.
Great job, Rashid. All the very
Right, and no surprises, he's opted to bowl for.
Well, what about the pitch now and the conditions and the playing combination for both the sides. I think there are a few changes in the side for Afghanistan, and rightly so, because it's an all-important game for them.
Mujibur Rahman was slightly expensive in the yesterday's outing, and Zahir Khan making his debut today. Like-for-like change for Fazal Farooqi. Farid Malik misses out, even though I thought he bowled decent enough, but I think they're going back with the experience of Fazal Farooqi.
Well, it's important to know what the coaches also feel about this big final. So let's head to Robin Singh, who's out there giving us his story, his analysis and his reading of the series so far.
We have the coach of the UAE here with us, Mr. Robin Singh. Mr. Singh, great performance yesterday, and you know the boys have played really well in the game yesterday. What can we expect from your team today?
Well, we need to be consistent. That's the first thing, and that's what we are striving for. I think yesterday we sort of hit our straps. We bowled well up front, we batted well up front, and that's the key really in a T20 game.
What are the things you're looking at for in terms of improvement in your team right now, as of now? Because the batting is coming good, the bowling is coming good, but there are still tweaks remaining. So what are those tweaks?
Yeah, I mean, in the middle we need to probably score a little faster. And whoever is batting, try and finish the game to the end. Similarly with the bowlers, take the responsibility of trying to bowl better in the death. So these are the few areas that we're looking at.
All right, thank you so much for that, Mr. Robin Singh, and great game today. All the best.
Thank you so much.
Well, it's Mr. Robin Singh, the coach of the UAE. It's back to you guys.
Well, that was Robin Singh with Faizan. He definitely knows his job. He's done well for the side overall since he's come. It's a big final. What do you think is the environment, the morale, the motivation for UAE, and what is the environment in that setup, do you think, going into the big finals?
Yeah, very, very happy camp UAE team right now, and another feather in the cap for Robin Singh beating Afghanistan after a gap of 7 years. From batting point of view, I think they will be looking to get anything around 150, 155, because you have to keep in mind you have to score those extra 10-15 runs for the due, which will come in later.
Well, the dew will definitely play a part. We can't just wait for the first ball to be bowled. Let's head straight to our gentleman in the comm box, who will take you through for the remainder of the match.
Well, we have finally arrived for the big game here today. Dapper News, Abu Dhabi Friendship Series. It's beautifully poised at 1-all. And today is the crunch game. Who is going to come out on top? United Arab Emirates 13th in the ICC T20 international team rankings, and they take on Afghanistan, who are placed at number 10 in the world. Well, we are in the comms block, and I've got Faizan Khan joining me. Faizan, how do you see it panning out today?
Well, thank you so much, Wes. And yeah, I think it's going to be a cracker of a game, although you know, both the captains would have decided the same thing, that eventually the toss won by Rashid Khan, he decides to bowl first, and we've seen how the wicket behaves, and you were on the wicket, and I think rightly said that there's a lot less grass today on the wicket. There are cracks as well, so it might just help the bowlers there. The batting up front is going to be important. Wasim's wicket is going to be important, and as the captain said, if they can get to 160, 165, I think it's game on.
Well, yeah, look, the Sheikh Zayed Stadium in the Abu Dhabi in ICC Men's T20 World Cup 2021. We've had 17 matches at this venue. Team batting second won 11 out of the 17. So toss does seem very crucial at this stage of the game. However, as a batsman going out there now, you got to put that out of your mind, and you really got to back your ability to come up with the goods. Now, a good score, an average first innings total here is 145. That is not going to be enough, I don't think, especially against the Afghanistan batting lineup. But if you are someone like Mohammad Wasim coming off that amazing innings 24 hours earlier, you must be backing yourself to come up good again and try and post maybe 170, 180, which could be very challenging.
Absolutely. Also, one point to remember is the role that dew plays in the second innings, especially in this part of the world, in this weather, February, March. There's a lot of dew in the evening, and that helps the bowlers, helps the batters rather. And this is where it is important. Average score of 145 on this wicket, you need to get to 165 at least to be comfortable to negate that dew factor as well. So runs up front, very, very important for the UAE.
Well, they will be. You've got Fazal Faruqi with that white ball. Got the responsibility to start the proceedings. And he's going to be up against the man in form, Mohammad Wasim, coming off a majestic innings only 24 hours earlier. Well, it's we're all set to go. Well, here it is. Ball one of the big game. Oh, starts with a fully. No damage done.
Well, yeah, I think Fazal Faruqi didn't play in the game yesterday. Might have a slight niggle which he wanted to work upon. He's back in the team. And I think experience is very, very important. He's one of the experienced campaigners in this side. A brilliant bowler, is playing in leagues across the world. So I think the right move for the Afghan side in a big game to bring their premier fast bowler back into the attack. Although his replacement actually did really well yesterday. The slip in place, in he goes again. Down the leg side this time around, wrapped on the pads. First runs on the board. Leg by is going to be signalled by the umpire, is it? Yes, it is. So first runs on the board. Wasim is off strike. Ritya will come in, who played a decent knock yesterday, Wes. I think, the kind of knock that Wasim played gave him the opportunity to actually get in and play some deliveries, which was very important for Ritya Arvind. He wasn't in form.
Well, it was beautifully placed for someone like Ritya to just play second fiddle. He didn't have to take any risks. He had to play nice and straight and really get Wasim on strike. So he played that role really well. And I guess, look, today is a new game and you both have to work out whose day it is today. It could be Ritya's day. Well, I tell you what, that is a beautiful looking shot. Fielder's giving chase, who's done brilliantly well with it. Pick up three here. Oh, would you believe it? Oh my God, we should have had a run out on here.
Well, yeah, it's a bad mix-up, a very, very bad mix-up. But great bit of fielding. I think Gurbaz is the man who's not keeping today. He's in the field on square leg. Wonderfully well done by him. And a good pickup and a better throw would have got Mohammad Wasim, who's looking for the third run here. Not good running between the wickets. They were just looking at the ball. They were not coordinating with each other. And I think at one point in time, they were thinking that it's going to go to the boundary. Wes.
Yeah, have a look here. Got a bit of a mix-up. Goes to Rashid Khan, who has a shy. I tell you what, Mohammad Wasim, you're a very lucky young man.
Absolutely. Luck is very, very important in cricket, and it's gone Wasim's way today. He's still on not, mind you. Has played two deliveries. The first run on the board was a leg by, so he hasn't gotten off the mark. Ritya Arvind ready to face Fazal Faruqi, who's coming around the wicket this time around.
That's the place. That's where you want to live as a bowler. Fourth stump. If you get it in there, there is enough movement in the pitch to bring that outside edge into play.
Absolutely, there's a slip. And you need to bring that slip into play. So you need to bowl those areas outside the off stump. And Ritya up early in his innings is a little tentative around that mark. Any batter might just be. Look at that running between the wickets. That was very poor running between the wickets. No coordination. Nicely bowled, nicely played as well. The ball coming in with the arm. Played with the straight bat down the ground.
Well, we know the conditions are difficult for batting, but the only positive about it, we'll have a quick look at that run out opportunity earlier. Just watch Mohammad Wasim just jog on here. Obviously the batsmen are hoping it will go for a boundary, and this is where there's no communication. For some reason Ritya decided to run and then stop. Mohammad Wasim, I'm sure, will not have been happy with that. Luckily for UAE, he's still there as Faruqi gets that in the block hole and finishes with a dot ball at the end of the first over. UAE are 3 for no loss. So no damage done at the end of the first over. So we've got both the openers, the two men in form. I was saying earlier before the break that the only plus point for UAE is that these two spent a lot of time in the middle yesterday, and hopefully they can both carry on from there they left off. Meanwhile, Naveenul Haq Murid has got the opportunity to open the proceedings from the far end. Naveenul Haq, he's got a lot of change-ups once he gets going.
Yeah, a good bowler. Bowls into the batters, but can bring one out. Uses leg cutters, then can bowl the off cutters as well. So a brilliant bowler. He can bowl at pace, at will. There we go. First over for Naveenul Haq.
Well. Mohammad Wasim is just carrying on from where he left off yesterday. What a shot that was.
Blinder. Absolutely beautiful. Everything right about that shot. To the pitch of the ball. Foot going in the right direction. Hands going over the ball. Making sure that it goes all along the carpet to the boundary for a four. Beautifully played. Nicely done.
Well, that's brought about a change in the field. So third man comes up. And now we've got two sweepers, one on the offside and one on the leg side. So one might think that the bowler is going to bowl just short of a length. Well, this time he smashed again through extra cover. Back-to-back boundaries.
What a shot once again. Similar delivery, similar outcome, and a similar looking shot as well. But this time it was to the right of that fielder. Last time it was a little bit more finer. It went towards the point region. This time it's through the extra cover. Nicely played. Beautiful shots. So that change doesn't do anything for Mohammad Wasim. Also, Wes, I wanted to ask you this yesterday as well. I am not a huge fan of bringing the third man up in the first few overs. What's your take on this?
Well, if you've got a man like Mohammad Wasim in the kind of form he's in, and he's generally a hitter of a cricket ball, you got to bring third man up, because Mohammad Wasim is not the kind of player who's going to try and open the face and run the ball down to third man. He looks to bludgeon the ball and hit down the ground. So it's about doing your homework on each and individual batsman. That's a decent ball. So that's why I don't have a problem with this field. You've got to have that protection on the offside, as you saw. Give him width and he will punish you. And we also know that he's very good on the leg side as well. So yeah, for me, it's not a bad option.
Yeah, but a good follow-up delivery coming in from Naveenul Haq. This is the line. This is the length where you need to bowl Mohammad Wasim at, where he's unsure whether he needs to get onto the back foot or onto the front foot. The corridor, the channel of uncertainty. Nicely bowled.
Oh, it's going to be slightly high and probably just sliding down leg side, but that's where you want to bowl it, Naveenul Haq. Just the top of off stump, maybe just coming back in, and if the ball just leaves the batsman, well, that's pretty good too. But you've got to hit a good length on this surface. There's enough help in the wicket for the seamers if you're prepared to put the ball in the right area.
Yeah, Zahoor Khan is the leading wicket taker in this series with 3 wickets in 2 games. He's a seamer. He's given away runs under 7, so he bowls in the right areas. He knows this wicket well.
Oh, would you believe it? Where was the slip, Rashid Khan? The ball is seaming around, and well. Tell you what, if you have a slip in there, that was the end of Mohammad Wasim.
Absolutely. Beautifully bowled once again by Naveenul Haq. Just leaving Wasim at the last moment. Look at that. Coming in with the arm and just holding its line. And the keeper goes the wrong way as well. But eventually goes to the boundary for a 4. So 3 fours by Wasim in this particular over. It's looking good for the UAE. 15 without loss after 1.5. The last ball of the over still to come. And still no slip.
Nicely played, as that's the end of the second over. UAE move on to 15 for no loss. Well, like we mentioned earlier, the crunch game today. The series is beautifully poised on 1-1. The friendship series between Afghanistan and UAE. A 3-match T20 series. Today is the decider. Fazal Faruqi is going to come up and bowl his second over here. On the money. That's it. I think that's where the seamers have to live. It's good to see that there's a slip in, but it's if you can pitch the ball up and drag the batsman forward, that's where they might just nick the odd ball because there is help in the wicket.
Yeah, good comeback from Fazal Faruqi. He bowled a very good first over as well. Minus that first ball that he bowled to Vritti Arvind, which was on the pads. He was on and around the off stump, which is very difficult to get away on this kind of wicket. Nicely bowled once again, back of the length. This time onto the back foot. Plays it towards backward point, no runs. So good start to the over from Fazal Faruqi. Also what's good to see in this series, OS, is the fact that crowds have come in. And they've enjoyed the games, and they've come in with all colour and all the dhols and everything. So a lot of fanfare. And it's good to see in a series like this, where Afghanistan and UAE are playing, people coming and cheering their sides.
Well, yeah, look, Afghanistan are very well supported everywhere and anywhere they play. Good bit of bowling there by young Faruqi. Yeah, look, they're very well supported anywhere, everywhere they go. There's a big, huge Afghani population in the UAE, and yeah, they do turn out in numbers. In the meanwhile, Fazal Faruqi is causing a little bit of problem for young Varitia. He's put the ball in the business area, and there's enough seam movement to help him. Yet again, this time play and a miss. I think Varitia should have done a little bit better than that.
Feet going nowhere on those last two shots. Wanted to play away from the body. This is where he should be careful. Look at that. Feet going nowhere. The front foot is still on the crease, and he's trying to drive the ball away from the body. Not a good looking shot. He could have done better on that one, as Wes mentioned. Still a slip in place. The third man is getting finer. The slip has been taken out just now. And there's a fielder coming on point. On short extra cover, in fact. Is it? Yes, it is.
Yeah, interesting field change. I guess what they want to do is they've had 4 dot balls, and they probably just want to finish the over. I guess, wow. I tell you what, he really is making the ball talk. I guess perhaps it's more of a defensive ploy to make sure they come out of the over without conceding any runs. I don't personally agree. I quite like the slip. I want to get rid of one of these two, because the best way to stop the run flow or put any pressure on the opposition is by picking up wickets.
That's exactly the reason why I'm not a huge fan in the first power play overs of bringing the third man up, because that is a defensive move. I think you're spot on here, but maybe they're looking for that drive in the air from Vritti Arvind, which he's tried on the last 4 deliveries. Nicely played. Oh, flick of the wrist and beautifully done to the boundary for a 4.
Well, it releases all that pressure. Well, would you believe it? Anyway, that's end of 3 overs. UAE 19 for no loss. Well, this series is being watched all over the world. The Dafa News Abu Dhabi Friendship Series T20 International 2023. This is the third and the final T20 International between these two teams. Well, we've got a change in the bowling. Got a young man, Azmatullah Omar Zai, very impressive. I thought he bowled yesterday. What I love about him, he gets a little bit of bounce, and I reckon he could be a handful on this pitch.
Yeah, good bowler, good addition to the side. Comparatively, hasn't played all that many games as, say, for example, the other senior members of this team, but a good inclusion in the side.
Oh, tell you what, that's 4 runs, but there's no justice in the world of T20 cricket. What an absolute beauty. And somehow, Mohammad Wasim has managed to get 4 runs for it.
Yeah, cricket sometimes is a really tough game for the bowlers. Outside the off stump, moved slightly away, falling short of the keeper, taking the glove and going all the way. Beautiful bowling from Azmatullah Omarzai. Good start for him. But Wasim, luck is going his way today, Owais.
It certainly is going his way, but I tell you what, he's got his work cut out against Omarzai. I think Omarzai is going to give him a lot of trouble. He's got a lot of good attributes. He gets the ball to bounce and nip off the wicket. I would love to see another slip in. Get 2 slips in, Rashid Khan. Come on. Attack. Get rid of the danger man, Wasim.
And a very smooth action coming in from Azmatullah Omarzai. Looks good, very picturesque when he jumps on the crease. High arm action. Produces that bounce that Owais has been raving about. It's a good start though for the UAE team. 23 without loss after 3.2. Changes in the field happening, but the second slip still not there.
Banged in this time. Batsman's going to try and hustle back for 2. They should get it. Yeah, very, very smart running. Ran the first one very quickly. Knew there was another single to be picked up, and they've done very well there.
Yeah, good running between the wickets. Wasim with that double is now on 18 of 11 with 4 fours to his name. Started very, very well. Just like yesterday, he played a knock of 91. Just 9 short of a century in the series. And of just 50 deliveries, mind you.
Look at that. Just look at that. That's outstanding bowling. That's, I do like that.
Great delivery. Beautiful ball. This is where you need to bowl to Mohammad Wasim. Keep him guessing. Outside the off stump. Look at that. Moving away. Squaring him up almost. Nicely done. Yeah, I would like that second slip of spot on.
He's got real good attributes. Nice high action. Again, this time nits it back in. Look, it's tough. As a batsman, this is tough. But you just got to hang in there. You've got to somehow find a way to just hang in. Perhaps get off strike, dink the ball into the offside and get off strike. That is the best they can do, because at the moment, conditions are favouring the bowler.
And Wasim has taken only 2 singles till now in this innings. So he needs to look to a way to rotate the strike here. In comes Omarzai once again. And this time it comes into the batter. Beautiful bowling. Wonderful. Took him on the pad. Loud appeal. It was very, very high. The umpire not convinced. It's 4 overs gone. Very good start for Azmatullah Omarzai in the first over. 25 without loss.
Well, eventful over the previous over. It was tough going for both of those batsmen. Very well bowled. In the meanwhile, we've still got Naveen ul Haq who's going to continue. He's going to bowl his second over. Oh, that's a wild, wild delivery down leg side. And UAE are going to welcome those 4 runs.
Poor delivery. Going further away from the keeper. Keeper had no chance to stop that one. Look at that. That wrist position of his sometimes is a problem. It's not very straight, it falls over sometimes, and that is why I've seen a lot of times when Naveen has sprayed the ball rather down the leg side and has gotten 5 penalty runs for that.
That's brought about a change in the field. Third man's come into the circle. The fine leg back. Looks like Naveen Haq is going to try and shape the ball back into the right-hander. Yup, this time it's, well, a bit of a thick edge, but that's going to run away for 4 more.
Ritya has been trying to play that shot for a long time. This time as well, not very convincing, but still some runs for Ritya Arvind. He has started well today. This is his second boundary. He's on 10 of 11 now. Look at that. Nicely bowled outside the off stump, going for the drive in the air, thickish outside edge, going between backward point and a short third for a boundary. In comes Naveen again. A very expensive start to the over. Just 1 ball in this over, and they've already gotten 9 runs. It's 34 without loss here.
Nice looking shot. Beautifully placed. Are we going to get 3 boundaries on the trot? Yes, sir, we will.
This was a better shot. This was, I think, one of the best shots that Ritya has played today. And is Rashid injured? I think he hurt his chin in the ground while diving, trying to save that one from going to the boundary. Yeah. Beautiful shot.
Yeah, nice bit of timing. Let's have a quick look here at Rashid Khan. He gives it chase. Very committed. I think the ball just bounces off the rope and whacks him in his jaw. I'm sure he'll be fine. Tough Afghanian that he is. They make him tough out there. He'll be fine. The captain. And tell you what, the runs have just started to flow for the UAE.
Already 13 in this over from the first 2 deliveries. 2 legal deliveries, that is. So pressure on Naveen ul Haq. He's very expensive today. Given away 25 runs in his 1.2. And in his first over as well, he was taken for a lot of runs by Mohammad Wasim. 2 boundaries back to back coming in from Mohammad Wasim. And this time around, it's Ritya Arvind who's taking him to the cleaners.
Well, meanwhile, the physio is just going to have a quick chat with the skipper, Rashid Khan. I'm sure he'll be fine. Just a quick check-up. Probably just shook him up a little bit after that little blow to the chin. But I'm sure he will be fine.
This is a brilliant start, Wes, for the UAE. They are 38 without loss in just the 5th over. Fantastic on a wicket that is difficult to bat. I think great start.
Yes, a great start, and probably the best start out of the 3 games that we've had. I think if you look at the other 2 games, batting first have been very tough. But so far, these 2 have made it look easy. Certainly does help. As this time it's going to be a wide. So Naveen ul Haq proving a little bit expensive. I was just saying that these 2 had the opportunity to spend a long time at the wicket yesterday, and that was really showing in the way they have gone about their business today.
Certainly. Time on the wicket. Match time. Nothing like that. Ritya was struggling before yesterday. And today he's looking like a different batter altogether. So it does a lot to your confidence. A slower ball coming in from Naveen ul Haq this time around. And a rare dot ball in this over. So 14 runs of the over already in the first 3 deliveries. Good comeback from Naveen. He's got his thinking cap on now. He's thinking he needs to do something different. He's looking a little rusty today. I don't know why. He's been playing all the games in the series. Before that as well, he was playing a lot. So possibly, maybe a little lethargy coming in because of all the games that he's been playing in the recent times. So Wes?
Yeah, I'm not sure why he will be lethargic. I mean, Afghanistan haven't played for a little while. I know Naveen ul Haq. I'm not sure actually if he was involved in the ILT20.
He was. He was so a part of the Sharjah Warriors.
So perhaps, well, I don't think they did very well, Sharjah Warriors. So I'm sure they had the last week, the semi-finals, finals time he would have had off, so I don't see why he should be lethargic. Look, he just had a couple of poor overs. I'm sure he'll be fine. Meanwhile, we've got now Mohammad Wasim back on strike. Score is 40 for no loss. 2 more deliveries left in the 5th over of the power play for the UAE innings. It's full this time, in the air, but the batsman will collect a single. I think it's been a very good start from these two.
Absolutely, and luck going their way as well. There was a mix-up in the very first over, and a direct hit would have got him. In fact, the second chance, would have got him as well if Rashid had thrown to the bowler Fazal Faruqi. But Wasim survived. Then he has played a couple of shots in the air where he survived as well. An LBW appeal which was high on the thigh pad. So he's been surviving dangerously. But that is what you need to do on this wicket. Survive and then score.
Beautiful looking shot. For me, that's the shot of the day so far.
No doubt about that. What a shot. Lets it come to him. Full face of the bat and just punches it down the ground. That concludes the 5th over. It's 45 without loss. There's going to be a change in the com box when we come back. It's going to be Ahmed Raza and Mikhail Waswani.
To bowl the 6th over, but what a start this has been by UAE. Dramatic, needless to say. Some edges, exquisite drives, air balls, but UAE are putting up a show. Ahmed, you are delighted.
Well, they couldn't have asked for a better start than that. Slight luck favouring them as well. However, that shot from Ritti in the last over, delightful.
Oh, he's pulled it. Don't bother running. He got on top of it and he's dispatched it towards the mid-wicket region.
The kind of form Wasim is in, he's not going to miss out on that. Ball short, Umarzai just stood tall on Wasim and crunched it to the boundary.
In complete control to pull in front of the wicket just shows how much of time you have as well. And after that 91 runs last evening, he is continuing from where he's left. There again! Oh, give that a tonk! Over covers, and that's sailing into the greens. Mohammad Wasim is teeing off at the Zayed Cricket Stadium.
Another top shot from Mohammad Wasim. This time square of the wicket. That it's a wonderful start. Wasim just starting where he left off yesterday.
How pleasantly the ball left the bat as well. That sweet noise each time the ball hits the willow. Pressure on Afghanistan. UAE have raised 55 in only the 6th. Rashid Khan making some changes in the field. This has been a counter-attack of great precision here. Put into bat, and UAE is saying we are ready to put on a big target.
A wonderful platform laid by these openers for the batters to follow. They'll be eyeing close to 160 or over that.
Five on the off inside the circle. There's a short third as well, a long on and a deep square leg. Watchfully played, sensible cricket, nudge it for a single. This is brilliant cricket by Mohammad Wasim, experience coming to the fore.
kind of had an idea with that kind of field range. Long on, pushed back. Mohammad Wasim nicely waited on that one. Oh, with the on strike now.
This talks about how good the surface also is playing, Ahmed.
It's playing much better than the first T20 international. However, this twilight phase can be tricky.
It's been a very productive over so far. It's been a productive 6 overs here for UAE. And what I've liked is both the batters have got into their groove.
They've put away the bad deliveries, but they've been some poor bowling as well, where they've bowled it short when there was enough in the surface to pitch it up.
Plays it towards third for a single again. This has been a very fine start, fine over, and great 6 overs as well. 12 coming off the 6th over, and after the power plays, it's 57 for no loss.
Time for the second power play now, which means Rashid Khan will have 5 fielders on the boundary. The allowance of 5 fielders. And with no surprise, with that kind of start, Rashid Khan had to bring himself on.
And if you look at the field, it's a spread out field. You have a deep square leg, a deep mid wicket, a long on, a long off, a cover sweeper. Into defensive mode right now, Afghanistan. The threat is lurking around them, not just of Mohammad Wasim right now, even Ritya Arvind.
I like the idea of keeping the slip there, because Rashid Khan knows the importance of picking up a wicket here. Because the kind of start UAE batters have had so far, they're looking for a total now.
Rash, come on, boys!
Almost 10 and over here, UAE, going at a very good clip.
Good start, Rash.
Hard
Well
surface.
ball. Huh?
They were very cautious against Rashid Khan yesterday as well, just conceding 16 runs off his 4 overs yesterday. But most importantly, didn't pick a wicket. We shall wait and see how UAE batters will go about their business against Rashid Khan.
Good with numbers there, Ahmed. You got it spot on. 16 runs in his 4. Wrong one coming in, nicely played towards the mid-wicket region. Now this is what you call playing to a plan.
I think that's what the plan will be against Rashid Khan, not giving him any wickets. He did change the course of the first T20 international where he picked 2 wickets in 2 balls, Wasim and Bazir. They will try to avoid that today.
Yes, Borash, very well.
Yes, quite rightly so. They'll see him off. That's the plan. Play him safe and keep your target bowlers in mind.
Yeah, they might target Zahir Khan, who's making his debut today. Mohammad Wasim has faced him in Abu Dhabi T10 before though.
Yes, Rash,
Again, nicely played towards the mid-wicket region. They run the first run fast, but they'll have to settle for 1. Just going back to last evening's match as well, 91 from the bat of Wasim, but in all of it, Ritya Arvind took his time, got an unbeaten 38 runs of 46 deliveries, and that could have certainly helped his confidence.
Time in the middle always helps, and I think Ritya was lacking that.
Easy, 1-1.
And just showing that how he grew in confidence because of that knock yesterday. Spent enough time, carried his bat, didn't throw it away. And he's reaping rewards today with that kind of innings.
Absolutely, great observation, Ahmed. You want them to spend as much time in the middle.
Yes, Rash,
There again, sensible cricket, do it in singles. You've got big boundaries. Keep strike again. 7 gone. UAE 61 for no loss. 61 for no loss after 7. UAE are aware that if the start is good, they could probably have a great ending as well. And big moment here for Zahir Khan, making his debut in a big day, on a big day rather, big occasion for him in the final. And UAE have looked terrific so far. Can he dish out a few mystery deliveries?
Watch out for his wrong end. He's known for that. Big day for Zahir Khan, making his T20 international debut today.
Oh, and he's been picked up. He's been dispatched and welcomed in his debut game with a 6 of his very first ball. Mohammad Wasim once again is relentless in his striking.
Beautiful hands again by Mohammad Wasim. Just going through the line, putting the debutant under pressure straight away.
And what a shot. Just got to feel for the young Zahir Khan as well. Never easing when you're bowling into informed batters. The stand goes deep in the crease, tries to play it backward of square. I'll tell you what, Afghanistan are just beginning to feel the heat, Ahmed.
Definitely, and why wouldn't you? UAE 67 without any loss of wicket into the 8th over. And as we expected, they will try and go after the other bowlers.
Just plays with soft hands and a quick call and a quick single as well. Great running. Don't get to see much turn on the surface, Ahmed.
With the amount of grass on the surface, there will be hardly any turn. The ball most likely is going to skid onto the bat. But that was nicely played by Wasim. Let the wrong and spin. And they just played it late. And Vritya responding.
Yes, buddy. Very good ball.
What I've liked today about the batters is that they look to play in the wheel, look to play straight. Nothing really risky, trying to keep it very conventional. In all the carnage, they've brought class as well.
That is something Mohammad Wasim has been working on, looking to hit straight because he's got the power, he's got the muscle. It's just about keeping the shape and holding it for that slightly longer.
Yes, Zach.
Worked away towards mid-wicket. Got a 6 of the very first delivery. Already 8 runs in the first 5.
That's the beauty of getting a boundary away early in the over. You can easily make that over of 8, 9 or 10.
Zahir Khan, only 24 years of age. He's played 3 test matches there and an ODI as well, his first T20 international. Oh, he's been picked up again. Fuller, look at the power behind it. That's travelling, and once again it hits the ad boards. Mohammad Wasim is enjoying his stay in the middle. 8 gone, it's 75 for no loss. Rashid Khan trying everything at the moment. He needs a wicket. They need a breakthrough. 75 in 8 overs. UAE on the highway. And they look unstoppable at the moment. Karim Jannat introduced into the attack. Driven. Crisp shot once again. He'll settle for a single. How good has Vritya looked? We'll just take a look at Zahir Khan's first over. On debut, just about welcomed with a couple of 6s.
And Wasim doing the right thing, looking to hit straight. Doesn't matter which way it's spinning. If you can hit it straight over the bowler's head. Debutant under pressure straight away.
Oh yes, I wonder if he's going to get the second over with Wasim in that kind of a mood. And not much turn as well being offered on the surface. Wicket is what Afghanistan need. Again, nicely worked away towards the mid-wicket region. Wasim wants the second. Vritya says no. Never easy to turn down your senior partner there, Ahmed.
But in the end, good call, I would say. The fielder was quickly off the blocks. I think Rashid Khan just stopped himself after bowling that one over. Believe he's going to try and bowl from the other end with the wind behind him.
Nicely glided once again. Ritya Arvind has got into the groove and playing a very fine innings, complimenting his partner.
Doing his job to the perfection. Played the same kind of role yesterday as well. Getting his senior partner Mohammad Wasim back on strike. He's running hot. He needs to be on strike as much as possible.
And Afghanistan are aware what Mohammad Wasim can do, because they've been at the receiving end last evening when he got 91 in quick time. There again, bowled on the pads, nicely played towards the mid-wicket region. That's been the highlight of this batting partnership.
It's those all-important singles and doubles between the boundaries which continues to put pressure on the Afghan bowlers.
Slower delivery, just change-ups come in very handy on such surfaces, Ahmed.
Nice change-up by Karim Jannat. We will see more of this as we get deeper into this innings, because the ball's coming onto the bat beautifully. I think it will be the change-ups which will be the order of the day.
Robin Singh, the coach, I'm sure they're delighted, but I've always seen he maintains a very serious face. Even if the team is doing exceptionally well, the look never changes, Ahmed. We'll talk about that when we come back after this over. It's been a fine start here by Karim, giving away only 4 runs. 9 gone, it's 79 for no loss.
Wonderful partnership. 79 without any loss of wicket, and Rashid Khan comes from the top end now.
They're trying everything they can. He's changing his end as well. He's at the far end. He began in the pavilion end. But something that UAE have done is that negated that Rashid Khan threat very well.
A clear plan against Rashid Khan, and he's a champion bowler, highest wicket taker last year in T20 international cricket.
How much of purchase, Ahmed? You're spinner yourself. How would you rate this wicket as a spin-friendly wicket if you're bowling in such a situation?
I don't think there's anything for the spinners on this surface. We saw that yesterday as well. All the wickets were taken by the fast bowlers and none by the spinners. I think if you manage to maintain that economy, I think you're doing the job as a spinner, so that your fast bowlers from the other end can get rewarded.
Contain is the plan as well on surfaces like this. Good observation there with the seamers coming into the fray.
Yes, Rash, da bowling.
Much better. Quick white overs here will certainly get the batters thinking in the middle.
I think Mohammad Wasim will be happy to take singles. If there's a bad ball on offer, he will put it away. But I don't think he's going to take any extra chance against Rashid Khan.
Yes, Rash, lovely.
Yes, minimum risk, maximum runs. That's the plan right now with UAE. And look at that scorecard of theirs.
Wasim just one run away from another T20 international 50. And what a knock he's played so far in the series decider.
Yes, Rash.
Watchfully defended, but they'll take a single. Yes, no, Ritya, you don't want to run your partner out. He's Mohammad Wasim at the other end, the inform batsman. 10 gone at the halfway stage. UAE looking very good. 82 for no loss.
Right, so great start for UAE in the first half of the first innings. After 10 overs, UAE are looking good at 82 for no loss. Ritya Arvind on 26 and 49 for Wasim. He's just one run away from yet another 50 in this series. It will be his second. The last time, that was yesterday, he scored 91 runs. He was very close to getting a century. But right now the focus is going to be on that score for UAE. 82 without loss in the first 10 overs. I've got with me Faizan. Faizan, good evening. Welcome. What do you think about this start?
Great. Better than expected. Frankly, I was thinking that it's a difficult wicket to bat on. If they can get to somewhere around 60, 65 runs in the first 10 overs without losing too many wickets, that would be a good, decent start for them. But I think they're looking all set for a big total here. It's utmost important for Mohammad Wasim to continue and play a big knock once again, because he's a big match player. And what change we have seen in Mohammad Wasim in the last year and a half. He looks like a completely different batter altogether. Absolutely amazing to see the rise of someone from an associate nation and playing with such ease and getting into the system of franchise cricket as well brilliantly. So, way to go for Mohammad Wasim.
Absolutely, and Karim Jannat, he'll be the man. He's scored runs with the bat, but he's got a different responsibility tonight with the ball. Starts off with a good delivery. Goes full. Goes on the stumps. Will only manage a single, Wasim, and with that single, very nonchalantly, he celebrates his 50 of just 33 deliveries. That is an exceptional performance from the man who's in form and the man that UAE will always look forward to with his performances.
Yeah, back-to-back 50s for Mohammad Wasim. He was the man responsible for the victory yesterday. 138 to chase, and he got 91 of them single-handedly, and that too in a very, very quick time in just 50 deliveries. So brilliant stuff.
Ritya Arvind, he's making sure that he gives as much strike as possible to the man who's scored 50 runs of 33 deliveries. Wasim, how important is his knock going to be now? He's got to that 50-run mark, Faizan, but UAE will want that he should continue and play the entire 20 overs.
And if he does, I have no doubts about the fact that they can even get to a 200 from here, because Wasim goes berserk when he gets going.
Oh, that's a good ball. Up and over the keeper. One bounce over the ropes for 4 runs. So not where he intended it to be, but he'll get 4 runs nevertheless.
Yeah, trying to go big, trying to go towards cow corner. He hit a 6 yesterday with a similar kind of shot, but this time the bounce was a little too much from Karim Jannat. And mind you, he's the same guy who took Wasim's wicket eventually in the game yesterday. So Karim Jannat surprising him with that short delivery here. Eventually, good result for the UAE. 4.
He just wanted to pull that, but fortune favours the brave. Very well bowled. Good comeback from Karim. You can see the appreciation from my co-commentator. That's a good ball to bowl after bowling a bouncer.
Yeah, very good ball. Trying to set him up with the bouncer and then followed up with a Yorker. And that too coming in onto the toes. Perfect Yorker almost. It's 89 without loss. What a start. Dream start for the UAE. One of the best starts for the UAE team in a long time.
Looking for 2. 2 is the call. They'll settle for 1. They've already got the boundary in the over. 8 runs already in the 5 deliveries that Karim has bowled so far. So good over in progress for UAE.
And I think the momentum shifted from that over from Naveen ul Haq, which was the 5th over of the innings. 19 came in that particular over, and since then Wasim has hit a couple of sixes as well onto the debutant bowler Zahir Khan. And this is a slower delivery, pulled away beautifully, nicely done. A fielder on square leg will get to it. Only a single, it's 11 gone, 91 without loss. Brilliant start for the UAE here.
Azmatullah Omarzai has been expensive. 2 overs, 18 runs, hasn't taken a wicket. Makes room for himself and plays it over point. No fielder ever positioned there, so that is a safe shot, and 4 runs is the result.
And we've seen Wasim do that at the DP World T20 as well numerous times. Makes room, cuts it away, gets it beyond backward point, and that is why we saw a lot of captains actually making sure the backward point was on the boundary for Mohammad Wasim in the ILT20. Beautifully played, waited for it, just moved away and using his wrists eventually to get it up and over. Nicely done.
And this is sensible batting. Batting of the highest caliber from Mohammad Wasim. 4 on the very first ball of the over and then just nudges it with soft hands and takes 2 runs.
It doesn't look like it's an associate nation that is batting right now. Wow. Afghanistan, one of the mightier teams when it comes to bowling. They've got the great Rashid Khan, they've got the likes of Aminul Haq and Fazal Haq Farooqi, they've got Kareem Jannat to back up, and Azmatullah Omarzai who's bowling right now. Mind you, his figures might not show this, but he's bowled better than this, Azmatullah Omarzai. He's produced some bounce, he's put the batters on the back foot, but he's still given away 25 in his 2.3. So great going UAE.
Oh yes, Azmatullah, a genuine all-rounder in that side for Afghanistan. Again looking for 2. This is good running and they'll get to Mohammad Wasim. He's very quick between the wickets and so is Ritya Arvind. This is good batting. This is exceptional batting performance from UAE.
And it's 100 up for the UAE in just the 12th over. They've got the platform, they've got the launch pad. They need to go big and finish this well. And if they can get to somewhere around 175, 180, I think it's game UAE, because there would be a lot of pressure. It's not a very easy wicket to bat on, and it would take some doing from the Afghan batters to actually get to it.
Oh, beautifully played. Just directing that ball. Oh, that's poor fielding as well. Nothing going Afghanistan's way, and a boundary for Ritya Arvind.
Well, yeah, it was played only for a single this time around. But that's pressure on the fielders. They're feeling it now. They know that UAE has had a great start. Nicely played by Ritya, letting it come to him. And then the turn. Well, the debutant Zahir Khan just couldn't cover the turn that he got in front of him on the bounce.
Wide down the leg side. That was the last thing that Azmatullah would have wanted. He's already been taken for some runs in this over. That wide is not going to help his cause.
It's panic mode for the Afghanistan bowlers and the fielding unit right now, because they're not looking in control. They aren't used to such a situation where the opposition, an associate nation, is 105 without loss in 11.5.
Looking for 2 again. This time Azmatullah goes fetching, but that will just be a single to end the over. So another successful over for UAE after 12 overs. They haven't lost a wicket and the score reads 106 on the board. Well, nothing much to report in that bowling card for Afghanistan as Kareem Jannat continues, coming in to bowl his 3rd over. Goes for the Yorker, misses it, a full toss, and Ritya Arvind misses it as well.
Not a good shot coming in from Ritya Arvind. He missed out on 4 runs, I reckon here. So yeah, Kareem Jannat has bowled well. He's given away just 13 runs in his 2.1 overs. Very well done by Kareem Jannat in the context of the game where runs are coming in easily from the UAE batters.
That's a beautiful shot, chase for the fielder, and he's given it up. That is a magnificent timing from Arvind. 4 more for him.
Runs flowing now for the UAE. I was saying 170, 175. I'll make that 200 if a wicket doesn't come quickly for the UAE here. Arvind now into the action. Couple of quick boundaries for him in the last 4-5 deliveries. He's on 39 of 35. He was going under run a ball a few balls back. Now he is looking good as well.
Punch off the back foot this time, Arvind, and he takes a single. Afghanistan, they are definitely looking desperate at the moment. They need to get a wicket. They need to break this partnership. 111 of just 75 balls. That tells you how dominating these two batters have been for UAE.
They need more than 1 wicket here, the Afghan bowlers, and they are running out of ideas of what to do to get that wicket, because Rashid Khan has bowled 2 overs. And a big shot coming in. Oh, beautiful by Mohammad Wasim, targeting the area and getting it right in the gap for another 4.
Well, that was premeditated. He was looking for a big shot. He was looking to go attacking, and on that occasion a full toss has just been very, very easy and comfortable for somebody like Mohammad Wasim. Look at that, just clearing his front leg and then going for the big heave. Beats the fielder and gets 4 runs. The pressure continues on Afghanistan. 9 runs in the 4 deliveries. They have not been able to contain the flow of runs. They haven't been able to take a wicket. They look a bit off colour in this big final. Remember, the series is tied at 1-all, and the winner tonight takes away that trophy. Everything to play for both these sides.
Absolutely. Brilliant. Brilliant to see these two batting the way they are. Wasim in particular on strike, 67 of 40. They started to go big now.
That's a good ball. Good comeback from Kareem. Realizing that he is trying to shuffle Wasim. Has bowled that Yorker way outside off. Will only concede a single.
Well, look at the crowds. It's very good to see the way they have come out supporting their team. Mostly Afghan supporters there, and they, wherever their team goes, they are there to support their team, although their team is looking down under right now against the UAE.
Well, that's a good delivery, sharp delivery. Surprised Rithya on that occasion, and that'll be the end of the over as well. So 13 overs have been bowled, 116 for no loss.
Rashid Khan, in he comes, 2 overs, 7 runs. The only bowler who's got some sanity for the Afghan unit. Should be interesting to see what Wasim does against them. Plays it down the ground, takes a single. Intelligent cricket from Mohammad Wasim.
Yes, Rashid, he's the only one who's been economical in his spell so far. Just 8 runs in his 2.1 overs. We know how dangerous he can be. He is looking for wickets here at the moment. And he's the only man who can bring Afghanistan back in the game with a wicket here.
Certainly. Nicely bowled. There's an edge. Has Shoaib called out, but the umpire has given it no doubt. Rashid cannot believe it. It looked mighty close to that edge, mind you. I thought it was from the face of the bat. Rashid is still asking the umpires about it. The keeper cannot believe it.
Well, he definitely felt that there was some edge and that the appeal was loud and clear. But Asif Iqbal, the umpire, thinks otherwise. Arvind also did not move an inch after playing that shot. Rashid cannot believe it.
Sir, I think was telling him the same thing, that you hit it, you know. Well, we don't know from here, we can tell you this.
Brings out the googly this time, Rashid, and looks towards Ritya Arvind. He's having a conversation.
And yeah, still pondering about that. Rashid Khan still talking to the umpires about that. Drama happening here at the Zayed Cricket Stadium in Abu Dhabi. They are desperately in need for a wicket. They thought they'd got the man. Nicely bowled. Beautifully bowled. Turning just a little bit. Very well played as well. Dropping those wrists onto the ball. Playing it softly. Making sure there's no leading edge there. So they are negating Rashid Khan here. Although I can tell you this. In the last 5 overs, they've gotten runs at more than 8 runs apiece.
Drops on the back foot this time and takes a single again. That was very close to the edge. And Rashid still has something to say about that. Overall, this has been a great start for UAE. 120 for no loss. 1 more ball to go in the over. This is a good comeback from Rashid Khan.
Oh, that one kept a little low. Nicely played eventually by Mohammad Wasim. And it goes towards long on for a single. There are still discussions going on between Rashid and Wasim this time around. Rashid is not looking happy, but it's 14 overs gone. He looking all set for a big total here. 121 without loss.
Well, you can see the man on your screens right now. Mohammad Wasim has been phenomenal in this series. 195. Ritya Arvind, his partner, is at number 2, but he's a distant number 2. An average of 97 for both. A strike rate of 151 for Wasim and a highest score of 91. Afsar Khan for Afghanistan tops that list at number 3. Kareem Jannat, the all-rounder, at number 4. And Rizwan CP at number 5.
In comes Gulbadin Naib into the attack here, and that too in the 15th over. Well, this is again a desperate move coming in from Afghanistan. They didn't utilize him up front. With 20 wickets to his name, ex-captain of the Afghan side, Gulbadin Naib. Here we go.
Slower delivery, and that has been pulled. It's going to go into the hands. Oh, what an effort that is from Rahmanullah Gurbaz. He gave it his everything, but he just couldn't hold on to it. A chance gone down, and it's the man that they desperately wanted, Mohammad Wasim. He'll still be out there in the middle for UAE.
And Gurbaz almost got it. Look at that. It was a good shot from the middle of the bat. He got his hands to it and then just hit the ground too hard. It spilled from his hands. But good work from Rahmanullah Gurbaz, who's not keeping today. He needs some assistance. And that is why he's gone beyond the boundaries. A substitute fielder is coming in. Some treatment required for Rahmanullah Gurbaz here. I hope he's all right.
Well, that effort was a splendid effort. He almost caught the ball, but the impact when he hit the ground, I think that is what is causing him some pain in his chest. Those dives, they can get nasty if you hit the ground, and that impact can definitely hurt you. But that was definitely a good chance for Afghanistan to get a breakthrough. Meanwhile, a throw at the non-striking end, and it will be a dot ball.
And Gulbadin is asking everyone to relax, to calm down. Yeah, nerves for the Afghan side. They know, they can feel the heat here from these two, Wasim and Ritya. Ritya on 42 or 41 on strike. Wasim 72 or 45. UAE on a launch pad here.
Clipped towards square leg. There is a fielder there. Omar Zai will cut that off and will be a single. So a good over this one from Gulbadin on the very first ball. A chance gone down, and then he's mixed it up really nicely.
Yeah, a chance gone down certainly, but that was poor running between the wickets by these two. It could easily have been a 2 there. And this time around, Ritya wanted to go a lot finer. Just couldn't get the ball onto the bat to hit it over fine leg. for a boundary. 1, 2, 3 without loss. Gulbadin comes once again.
Big swing from Mohammad Wasim. It's gone in the gap. It was a slower delivery. And they'll get 2 and not more. But this is what I like about the experience that Gulbadin Naib brings to the side.
You've taken my words. I was about to say the same thing. This is experience coming in from Gulbadin Naib. He's been in those situations a lot of times. Let's take a look at the catch here. A draw chance from Gurbaz, but a valiant effort. He's hurt himself while trying to take that catch and is still hurting, I believe. Gulbadin, good over from him.
Another slower delivery. Like we said, the experience coming to the fore. Now, this is not good news for Afghanistan because Gurbaz, he'll have to come out and play and open the innings, and he'll have an important role to play for Afghanistan in this run chase.
Absolutely. It looks like a very good score, and they can get to at least 175, 180 from here. I have no doubts in my mind if Wasim is there till the 20th over, they can well get to a 200 plus score also. Nicely bowled, beautifully bowled. This is experience coming in from Gulbadin Naib. That concludes the over, just 4 of it, 125 without loss. After 15, there's going to be a change in the comm box.
Wonderful start, wonderful partnership. Back-to-back 100 runs partnership for this opening pair with Arvind and Mohammad Wasim. More dominant partner, Mohammad Wasim, but with Arvind doing his role to perfection.
Yeah, you're right there, Emma. Looks like these two have just continued exactly where they left off yesterday. They are really timing the ball really well. And what's more impressive is the fact that they have accelerated beautifully right throughout the innings. I mean, we haven't lost a wicket yet. So now is the time where these two really need to capitalize. 126 for no loss at the end of 15 overs. You've got the best part of 30 balls left to get perhaps around the 170, 180. And I tell you what, if Mohammad Wasim keeps going the way he's going, you could even try and get 190 at this rate. Oh, bit harsh, I reckon. A little bit harsh.
It's not a bowler's game anymore. Naveen Ul Haq not very happy with that call. It will be very important for the UAE batters now to close out the innings.
Yeah, it is really important. I felt that the ball was inside the wide line. That's why I thought it was a little bit harsh. I don't think it was too high. Nonetheless, it's not really going Afghanistan's way. Bang this time. Yeah, well done. Good bit of fielding. As the batsman managed to pick up a single. Well, you mentioned earlier a few times, Afghanistan cricket team are very well supported right throughout the world, and especially more so in the UAE. There's a huge following here of these two countries, especially Afghanistan. They really do come out in all their colors and their numbers. Swatted down the ground this time. You'll see plenty of change-ups with Naveen Ul Haq. He can be a tricky customer.
Especially at the back end of the innings where he uses all his variations. He's not going to give you two similar deliveries to face. His change-ups, his into the wicket slower bouncers. That's one of his go-to deliveries. He'll be using them a lot against this man who missed out in his century yesterday. He'll be looking to get that magical 3 figures today.
Well, yeah, I mean, opportunity certainly does present himself here. Oh! It's up in the air! And wow! What a smart catch that by that man, Rashid Khan. Wow! What a beauty!
But what a good catch that was by the skipper. They had to get inspiration in the field from somewhere. It was that man, Rashid Khan, under the ball. Naveen ul Haq, with his jump, does the job.
Well, finally, we have a wicket. Mohammad Wasim departs for 75. 129 for 1. Well, a jubilant Afghanistan crowd because they've picked up first wicket of the day. Mohammad Wasim, the dangerous Mohammad Wasim, departs for a brilliant 75 and really given UAE the perfect platform to go on and post a huge total. Basil bin Abdul Hamid walks to the wicket now. 27 matches. Probably wants to improve on that average. However, right now he's got to get in and get on with it.
Changing batting position for Basil Hamid. Captain dropping himself down. And he's off the mark with a single. Basil Hamid can provide that flurry to this innings. And that's a great platform laid by Vidya Arvind and Mohammad Wasim.
Yeah, talking about Mohammad Wasim, we'll have another look at the wicket. He's trying to, of course, for the maximum, loses his grip a little bit. And tell you what, Rashid Khan, that focus, kept his eyes on the ball all the way through and managed to take a very smart catch. This time is going to be a nick, and it's probably just short of the boundary. I've got a feeling that's 4 runs. The umpire's going to have a look upstairs. Varitya now has got the opportunity to really excel. He's been there for a little while. Best part of 15 overs he's been batting. Well, they don't really matter how they come as long as the runs keep coming. We'll have a quick look here. Oh, where did that bounce? Did that bounce inside or outside? Oh, I've got a feeling Ahmed Raza, that's a 6.
Looks like that's gone all the way. And if it does, that will bring up Vidya Arvind's 50. A fine knock. UAE 136 for 1 after 16 overs.
Well, Rashid Khan into the attack, but concedes a boundary for the first delivery. Basil Hamid has come to the wicket and somehow manages to pick up 4.
He's not going to die wondering. Rashid Khan got better off him in the first T20 international of this very series. He's going to try everything here. And it's a very good move for Rashid Khan to bring himself on after the loss of Mohammad Wasim's wicket.
Easy, 1-1-1.
Well, he sweeps this time. They're definitely going to try and get back for 2. And a brilliant bit of fielding by Omar Zai.
Saves 2 for his team, Omar Zai. That's a clear plan from Basil Hamid to try and sweep against Rashid Khan. He offers that kind of pace where you can sweep him behind square. So get inside the line and try and scoop behind square.
वो तो सही है.
Have a look at that. Now that is commitment. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
Especially after being under the pump throughout the innings. That's a top effort by Omar Zai.
Some issue there with the side screen.
Sorry, umpire was standing. Umpire was standing. अभी ठीक हो गया.
It's a googly, I'll tell you what, and that's the end of Basil. Rashid Khan strikes.
There's one thing you don't want to do against Rashid Khan is plant your leg across. Another leg dismissal for Basil Hamid. Pretty identical to the first T20I. Rashid Khan finally gets a wicket to his tally. Basil Hamid departs. UAE 142 for 2.
Well, in comes Rohan Mustafa as Rashid Khan has struck with the third ball of his over. Rohan Mustafa been around a very long time in UAE cricket. I tell you what, he could be in trouble, and he is. Rashid Khan, wickets back, and now finds himself on a hat-trick.
That's 2 and 2 for the king of spin, Rashid Khan. Rohan Mustafa trying his reverse sweep on the very first ball which he faced. But that's what you get with Rashid Khan. He doesn't not leave the stumps. That looked pretty straight to me.
It certainly was absolutely plumb. Picked up Basil Hamid with the ball before LBW. Getting rid of Rohan Mustafa as he departs for 0. UAE 2 for 3. And in walks the captain of the UAE cricket team, CP Rizwan. Played a nice knock yesterday. Got his team over the line. And now it's going to be captain versus the captain. Rashid Khan. Oh, well, he's not going to get a hat-trick. As CP Rizwan opens his account. Ahmed, you really cannot count this cricketer out of the game, can you? I mean, he took a really good catch and now he's picked up 2 wickets back to back. Firstly, Basil Hamid, and then Rohan Mustafa, next delivery.
That's what he brings. That's what he brings to world cricket.
Yes, lovely, Rashad Naveen.
Well, that's the end of 17 overs. UAE 144 for 3. Well, the story so far, that partnership at the top of the order has been outstanding today. Really given the United Arab Emirates the opportunity to go on and post a big total and put the Afghanistan team under pressure. Remember, T20 internationals, Afghanistan are 10th in the world. UAE are finding themselves 13th. Well, got Fazal Haq Farooqi into the attack. Short, swatted away. Just pick up a single here. Interesting field here, Emmett. They've got the fine leg up, but they've got 3 men leg side on the boundary. So one probably suggests that with the mid-off up, he would probably bang the ball in and try and make them hit square with the wicket.
That's exactly what Fazal Haq Farooqi will try to do. Make the batter hit square of the wicket. Decent sized boundaries as well. Especially with the slower bouncers, you have to create all the pace.
This time, have you got a run-out opportunity? Well, could have been interesting if he did have a direct hit. But more importantly for UAE, Varitia picks up yet another single, and he's been there right from the start. He's really held the team together. The batting unit has batted around Varitia. For me, he holds the key right now if UAE are to go on and post a total of, say, 170 plus, which will really put Afghanistan under pressure with the bat.
He definitely holds the key here to close out the innings. Get those extra 5, 10, 15 runs, keeping the due factor in mind. Also, you need that cameo here. Someone with the strike rate of 200 or over 200. But it will not be very easy to target Fazal Haq Farooqi. He's an experienced campaigner. Does this kind of job for every franchise he plays around the world.
Have another look at that dismissal of Rohan Mustafa. Tried to go for the reverse sweep. To me, it pitched in line and hit in line. I don't think Mr. Mustafa were too happy about that. I guess we've got the benefit of watching it on replay. It looks pretty plumb to me. This time it's a play and a miss. UAE have got to be careful not to try too hard. They have an opportunity here to try and get that 170 plus score, which will really test the batsmen of Afghanistan. They don't want to be ending up around the 160 mark. That would be not what the doctor would have ordered.
Between all those boundaries, it's about still taking those ones and twos. It's a big outfield. You can use the different pockets. That's very nicely played. It's mixed bag of tricks with Fazal Haq Farooqi possesses. It's just gone for 10 runs.
Yeah, pretty impressive that. Only conceded 10 runs, considering the team has conceded 148 runs so far. And he's only conceded 10 of them. I mean, that's pretty impressive figures. He hasn't gone for a boundary yet this over. He really has done the business for his captain.
He certainly has. Along with the captain himself, Fazal Haq Farooqi have been the pick of the bowlers today.
Yes, see, he's only conceded the one boundary in his so far. Finish on yet another single as the UAE move on to 149 at the end of 18 overs.
And Rashid Khan does the job again for his country, picking up 2 very important wickets. And Fazal Faruqi, for me, has been exceptional today. Gulbuddin Naib continues from the pavilion end.
Yeah, Naib, you'd expect plenty of cutters. That's his go-to delivery. He's bowled 1 over, so only conceded the 4 runs. So it makes total sense for Captain Rashid Khan to keep persevering with him, but he's got to be careful not to be too predictable.
I think that's a clear plan against Ritya and Rizwan, not to offer them any sort of pace. And does that again. He's an experienced player, was the former captain Afghanistan at the 2019 Cricket World Cup, coming back into 11 first time in this series.
Yeah, smart bowling. I like it. Recognizing that these two are not power players. They're more timers of a cricket ball, so the slower you bowl it, the more you're going to force them to actually try and get after the bowling. In doing so, could lose their wicket. This time he steps into the line. Smart batting by Viritya. 4 welcome runs for the UAE.
A much needed boundary for UAE. It's Ritya Arvind who manages to scoop this. Fine.
Yeah, really good bit of batting there by Viritya. Knew exactly what was going to come. Steps inside the line and just scoops it inside that man on the 45-degree angle. This time it's full. It's in the air. The out. Well, it certainly is. That's the end of Viritya. And a very, very pleased Gulbuddin Naib as he picks up his first wicket.
That's experience for you. Bowled another slower one. Ritya Arvind tried going over mid-off, slicing it. Najibul Rahman wasn't going to miss that.
Yeah, certainly wasn't. And there it is, Gulbuddin Naib holding his pose. Well, Viritya departs for a very well played 59 as UAE move on to 153 for 4. We mentioned about the earlier, and they are really happy now because they feel they have a sniff. They have back wickets now for Gulbuddin Naib, and now he finds himself on a hat trick.
It's another slow delivery. Zawar Farid, just facing his first delivery, decides to come down the track. Picks up another wicket.
A real brainless shot really by Zawar Farid. He's just come to the wicket. Still got another over after that over. Does not make any sense. However, he departs for naught. UAE 153 for 5. Look at those figures. 2 wickets for just 8 runs for Gulbuddin Naib, and somehow he has the one man who has stopped the flow of runs. Got rid of the dangerous Viritya. Caught at mid-off. Oh, he's not going to get a hat-trick as that's a wide. And we'll have another look at the wickets picked up. Varitia first, caught mid-off. Pretty simple catch in the end. And then pretty much a brainless shot by Zava Farid.
Still on a hat-trick.
Well, it's a welcome boundary for the UAE. I thought that man at deep mid-on was going to pull off an absolute stunner. But, well, that man, Captain Rashid Khan, he is everywhere. They're just going to have a check if it's 4 or 6. Let's have a quick look. It's in the slot. Swatted away. The batsman. We'll have a quick look here if it bounces inside or outside. Well, that's well inside the boundary line. That's 4 more to the UAE. As that concludes the 19th over, and UAE are 158 for 5. Well, I don't think he will be too best pleased. He would have been very happy with the first 15 overs of how the UAE went about it, but the next 4 overs so far, he will not be happy. He'll be fuming under that hat. UAE batsmen have really given a really good advantage back to Afghanistan.
Afghanistan right on top. Credit to Rashid Khan, Gulbadin, Fazal Haq Farooqi, the way they've bowled and in the last 5 overs, the most important phase of this innings.
Well, we might have a run out here, and no direct hit, so UAE will pick up. Oh, hold on a minute. I think we might have actually a direct hit, and the umpire have gone upstairs.
CP Rizwan does have the habit of not dragging the bat. It will be interesting if he is short. This inning seems to be falling apart.
It certainly is. This could be interesting. Well, he's not even in the frame yet. Oh dear. We'll have to have a look whether that bat is grounded or not. It's outside now. Well, he's definitely over the line, but whether that bat is grounded, we do not know. I've got a feeling that's in the air. I wouldn't want to be a third umpire in this situation, Ahmed.
It's going to be a tricky one for the third umpire. It looks like Rizwan Seep has not grounded his bat. That's not very good technique.
Well, that's a cardinal sin. Yep, that's out. He's gone. That is a cardinal sin if you're an international cricketer not to ground your bat. That's one of the basics of the game. He was over the line, but if he had grounded his bat, he would have been home. That is going to prove costly for the UAE as the captain for 3 UAE are 158 for 5. Well. Wickets are falling left, right and centre here at the Zayed Stadium. As Farooqi is going to continue the last over. Banged in, swatted away. It's in the gap, so they should be able to come back for 2. And, well, I've got a feeling that the batsmen have made it. The umpire wants to have a look upstairs.
That's the commitment you want to see to safeguard your wicket. Alishan Sharafu.
Alishan Sharafu. We'll have a look now. He's in. Well, the smart young man, ground his bat, and hence he's in. Perhaps the captain of UAE should be watching him and learn from him.
UAE will be hoping that Alishan Sharafu can hit a couple of boundaries here and trying to get to that 170 mark. He does. He can hit those big shots.
Well, 4 deliveries left. Oh, well bowled. Really, really smart bowling. Well, the got him out, but it was a bump ball, which is what happened there. Definitely, I don't think it was an out. I mean, it was an edge, but it's more of a bump ball. But more importantly for Afghanistan, it's another dot ball.
It's another dot ball. UAE won't be happy with that, and as you rightly called, it was a bump ball. That's a brilliant delivery. With the third man back, I think that's another option which he has.
This time banged in, pulled hard. Probably just get the single. So again, the plan is working beautifully for Fazalak Farooqi. Got the field just right, and he's able to execute his plans.
Spot on with the kind of field he's set. He's got a third man which allows him to go wide hole. Then he's got men patrolling at deep square leg, deep mid wicket, long on, so that he can go into the wicket, off pace or quick delivery. He's been exceptional today with his plans.
Slow ball bouncer. Are they gonna come back for the 2? No, they're not. So yet another single to the UAE score if they move on to 162. And we've got just the 1 delivery left in this innings. Young Alishan Sharafu is going to be on strike. Captain and bowler having a little discussion.
Feel it's going to be another into the wicket slower delivery.
Well, no, he's left him. Got a Yorker. Have we got a run out opportunity? But they managed to run through for a bye as UAE now finish their innings and close on 163 from their allotted 20 overs.
What a comeback by the Afghanistan cricket team here. The last 5 overs, complete dominance with the ball by the Afghanistan.
Yes, Afghanistan fought back well through. The captain picked up 2 wickets back to back, and then you had Gulbadin Naib who also picked up 2 wickets back to back. Really stemmed the flow of runs for UAE. However, 163 is what they've posted. Ahmed, if you were captain, are you happy with that?
I would have taken 163 at the toss, but I think the position UAE were in, they will feel that they are at least 10-15 runs short. However, the bowling is a stronger suit for UAE.
Well, that was a batting today by United Arab Emirates. That partnership right at the top of the order. They really did lay a beautiful foundation for UAE to capitalise. Unfortunately, they were let down by that middle order.
Rashid Khan, Fazalak Farooqi and Gulbadin Naib pick up the bowlers. Naveen ul Haq was a little expensive today. Don't see that often. It was Rashid Khan for me to pick up the bowlers.
Well, we thought we were going to get a wicket which will be dominated by the bowlers, but it was totally the opposite. Yes, there was a little bit of movement in the air, but tell you what, these two openers batted beautifully. They rode their luck. They did ride their luck. However, once the ball got a little bit old, we saw some beautiful batting. It wasn't all about power. We had plenty of finesse as well.
Yeah, the white kookaburra doesn't move a lot for long, and the debutant was under the pump straight away. Was seen taking his chances against him. Playing another very important innings for UAE.
Yeah, it was almost as if he continued from yesterday. Anything in his area, he just swatted it away to the leg side, and very impressively was down the ground. How well he struck. Eventually lost his wicket to a very smart catch by the captain, Rashid Khan, who also was brilliant with the ball. I felt him and Gulbuddin Naib. Rashid Khan picked up 2 wickets back to back, and then Naib got rid of Varitia, and then got Zaba Farid with his first ball. Bit of a wild shot, but I thought he should have done a little bit better than that. At the end of their 20 overs, they managed to get 163, the UAE. So that's the target, 164 of 120 balls. He will go downstairs with Ayan Khan has got someone downstairs.
Thank you so much, guys, in the comment box. Well, 164 to win this game. Ayan Afzal Khan is here with me. Ayan, are you satisfied with the total here? 164.
हमें अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह बहुत स्टार्ट अच्छा मिला. वसीम भाई ने बहुत अच्छा खेला और ये स्कोर भी अच्छा है.
जब आप डिस्कस कर रहे थे मैच से पहले, आप कोच के साथ बैठे होंगे, कप्तान के साथ बैठे होंगे, तो क्या डिस्कशन हुई थी कि कितना स्कोर इस विकेट पर अच्छा स्कोर रहेगा?
इधर जैसे कि वो इवनिंग में ड्यू आता है तो फिर ये विकेट पे स्कोर 180 के आसपास अच्छा था. अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह ये स्कोर भी अच्छा है. इवन तो हम 14 रन है शॉट, बट लेकिन अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह अभी हम ये फोकस वो करेंगे कि इनको अच्छे स्कोर में वो स्टॉप करें.
All right, all the best for your game and bowl well and make it a match to watch out.
Thank you, inshallah.
Thank you so much, Ayan. Well, that was Ayan Afzal Khan. It's back to you guys in the com box.
Well, the UAE guys are happy with the score that they've achieved of their 20 overs, and probably will be backing themselves to defend it when it is their turn to bowl. Now, please don't go away. We'll see you shortly with the Afghanistan reply.
Good evening and welcome back to the second innings of the third T20 International. It's Dafa News Abu Dhabi Friendship Series 2023, the third T20I. It's also the final because the winner takes all. That is the situation right now. UAE taking on Afghanistan. UAE in the first innings have managed to score 163 runs. 164 is the target for Afghanistan to win this game and the series as well. UAE in that first innings managed to get to 163 thanks to some brilliant batting from the two openers of UAE. Ritya Arvind scoring 59 of 53. Mohammad Wasim scoring 75 of 50 deliveries, and 129 runs partnership between those two. That's the bowling card for Afghanistan. Quite a few options used. Gulbadin Naib for the pick of the bowlers for Afghanistan, getting those 2 wickets in his 2 overs and conceding just 13 runs. 2 wickets for Rashid Khan as well, who was absolutely phenomenal, getting those 2 wickets back to back. Joining me in the comm box is Mikhail Vaswani.
Good evening, Shoaib. Oh yes, indeed, this final is just about hotting up, and let me tell you, if Gurbaz can get going, he'll be a treat to watch. 130 strike rate, missed out in the first 2 games. He's played some big innings, and of course Ibrahim Zardan as well was looking very good yesterday. The 21-year-old, a best of 64. He'll want to add another 50 in his 20th game. 390 runs for him. So there's a lot of exuberance and youth in the middle at the moment here for Afghanistan, and they're up against the experienced Mohammad Junaid. An economy of little over 7, 36 wickets for him. UAE have put up a very fine show with the bat, but can they restrict Afghanistan inside 163? Play is the call, and we're all set for the next 20 overs to find out who the champion is.
Starts off with a fuller delivery, which has been driven nicely by Rahmanullah Gurbaz, who is off the mark with that single. Mikhail, everything to play for both these sides. It means a lot, not just this game, not just this series, but the context of this series leading into the T20 World Cup, into the World Cup that Afghanistan is eyeing on.
Yes, indeed. And if UAE have to come good, they'll have to just back their batting effort with a splendid bowling performance.
Oh, that's a good delivery, especially with the slip in place. This is good captaincy from Rizwan. He knows that a wicket is important at this juncture.
And what we just saw was some movement as well with that new ball. A little tentative there. Ibrahim Zadran just about hanging his bat outside of off, unsure whether to go at it or no. He needs some runs under his belt, not short of talent, but he needs to translate that talent into runs.
Just guiding it on its way towards the deep third. Akif, the fielder there, he'll have a big role to play tonight. Had a good outing yesterday. In fact, the entire bowling unit of UAE was exceptional. Bowled just the right line and lengths and made it very difficult for Afghanistan to score.
Yes, and Afghanistan have had the problem of losing early wickets in their first 2 games. They were 26 for 2 in 4 overs in the first game, 22 for 2 in the second T20 International. That's why it's important both these batters get going in a tense chase in a big final.
Oh, some movement in the air for Junaid. He's just bowling that teasing length. Rahman wanted to go for a flashy drive, misses it. Wanted to slash that.
And it goes to show that the big final is playing on the minds as well. Now, there's nothing great about this delivery. It's short, it's wide. Ideally, on the given day, you'd want to make use of the width offered. But Rahmanullah Gurbaz, after missing out in the 2 games, throwing away good starts, maybe has gotten small little talk as well in the dugout saying, put a price on your wicket.
Oh, fuller deliveries. It has been smoked, but straight to Ayan Khan. Rahmanullah will be disappointed. Couldn't find the gap on that occasion.
Ayan Khan, the youngster. Good start so far in the first 5 deliveries. Rahmanullah Gurbaz taking a deep breath, just trying to absorb the pressure. Rizwan has come good as captain in this tournament.
9-wicket win in the second T20 international for UAE. Hit the winning runs there, the captain.
Using his feet, wanted to take the aerial route, wanted to go aggressive on that shot. But a good ball from Junaid and a very good over indeed. A good start for UAE as Afghanistan, after the end of the first over, are 3 without loss. Akifullah Raja will be bowling from the far end. Had a good outing like we mentioned in the previous game. Would want to repeat that tonight as well. 30 years of age. 4 wickets for him. Early days in his career. Has got tons of experience in the domestic circuit. Had a good outing in the DP World Isle T20 as well.
Yes, he'll want to just continue that good run into the internationals. You want to make an impression at the world stage. Up against Gurbaz, short of runs, short of confidence. You'd want to make early inroads as a bowler. 4 on the off inside the circle here for Akif. A slip in place. A deep backward square leg as well. He's pulled it, not quite middled it, but they're running the first run fast. Have to settle for a single.
Service, buddy, service, boy. Stop your voice.
Singles not an issue for UAE. They would want to control the flow of runs in the first 6 overs. That will be key. The difference here and in the first innings was UAE were off to a flying start thanks to some great batting from Mohammad Wasim. They will need Zadran or Rahmanullah to try and play and replicate that kind of innings. Much better from Akif on the stumps. Another single added to the total.
There is some movement. We've seen that in the first over as well. Just keeping the batters a little tentative as well.
Rais Ahmed, the coach for Afghanistan, on the right of your screens. Target of 164. Could have been more. I think UAE just faltered in that first innings. At the later part, in the death overs. Quick single taken.
Just get the impression that the message from the dugout for both the opening batters is not to throw away the wicket like they have done, not to throw away the starts. They want them to construct an innings at the moment, and that's what they'll need when they're chasing 160. It's not a huge target, but you don't want to put pressure to the middle and low middle order in a final chase.
Fuller delivery against a movement in the air, not getting the middle of the bat, Zadran, but he'll still get a single. So as you mentioned, under lights, Mikhail, there is some movement in the air for both the bowlers, and they will want to capitalize on that.
Yes, you'd want to make the most of the conditions on offer. We saw what happened with UAE as well. Both the batters, opening batters, got to 50s. We'll just take a look at his delivery once again. Just release the ball this time. Just try to land it on the seam. Just getting an inside edge, an educational inside edge there.
Four singles. Not a bad over from Raja Akif. Uses his speed, wanted to go straight down the ground. In fact, a thickish outside edge will take the ball over the deep third for 4. Eight runs in the over.
Got a thick outside edge on this one, gave the charge. But that's how Gurbaz plays his game. You can't keep him quiet for a long time. He likes to dictate terms in the middle. does not like being dominated.
Now change in field. There is a deep third now. The deep point fielder now moves to deep third. Last ball of the over coming up. Short ball. Yes, no. Will be a dot ball to end the over. 8 runs off it. 2 overs gone. 11 for no loss. So broadcast and streaming partners for Dafa News Abu Dhabi Friendship Series. Almost everywhere in the world. Eurosport and Fancode in India. BT Sports in the UK. Nina, you've got Quick Life, Willow in USA and Canada. And for the rest of the world, it's Crick Tracker, Facebook and YouTube page. Junaid continues. Oh, another thickish outside edge. It's in the air. Catches is the call. And oh, he's made a mess of it. Raja Akif has dropped a sitter. And nobody is happy with that kind of performance. Everybody has their hands on their heads.
Oh dear, let me tell you, Raja Akif senses he may have dropped a very crucial catch, and he's feeling the heat as well. Regulation straightforward and nothing short there by Gurbaz. And by the end of it, he lives to tell a story. This was as simple and as easy as it gets. And look at his teammates beyond the boundary line. The disappointment on their face is clearly shown. Zadran survives. Afghanistan find a boundary in the process.
Good delivery, a throw at the non-striking end from Ayan. Not the best of throws. Well, you can't be dropping catches in a big final like this.
And you always go back to the theory of taking catches as well. Of course, it was at a height where you went with your fingers up in the air. Sometimes they say the safest way is with that, when you have your fingers down close to your chest. Really don't know if the lights were into him as well at that stage, but it looked very simple.
Slower delivery, it's been played up and over. The long on fielder. That's gone for 4 more. That's a good shot. A lot more control on that one from Zadran.
And that will hurt Akif first, that boundary. And that's how the game is. It can be very cruel sometime. Picked up the slow delivery very early, the off cutter that came in. Just played it with the turn over the mid-wicket region. 2 boundaries in this over. A drop catch as well. An eventful one.
That's much better from Mohammad Junaid. Unlucky. Could have been a wicket to his name. Had that catch been taken, let's look at that chance, that opportunity. And as Mikhail was mentioning, that catch right in front of his eyes. And sometimes that can be very harmful because you're not sure where the ball is landing. Your hands are right in front of your eyes. Not the best of technique from Akif on that occasion. Guides it this time. Only a single.
And as they say, when you're having a bad day in the field, the ball keeps finding you to whichever corner you're hiding in. There again, the ball just travelling to Akif.
This has been a good over for Afghanistan. They've got 9 runs off it. That will calm the nerves a bit. And that chance for Zadran, he should try and maximize the returns.
It could have easily been 16 for 1 had that catch been taken and not rolled over as a drop catch for a boundary.
Fuller this time, it's been clipped off the pads. No chance for the fielder. He's still giving it a chase, Zawar. But the ball will win the race. So 3 boundaries in the over. And a good positive start for Afghanistan. 3 overs, 24 for no loss.
It's been a dramatic third over, a drop catch, a boundary, followed by another good shot again through mid-wicket. And Afghanistan, who were just about consolidating early on in the innings, found that over where they unleashed. Can he redeem himself? Raja Akif dropped a catch in the previous over. Can he get his man Zadran, to whom he's bowling now?
On the pads, big appeal. But I think that was going to miss the leg stump. So good call from Asif Iqbal. And a good start to the over from Raja Akif as well.
The adrenaline rush there, the excitement, the desperation to redeem yourself, and look at that for an appeal. And just not interested there. Asif Iqbal, the umpire, says move on Raja, get back to your bowling stride.
Important that they build a partnership here. Oh, that's a beautiful shot, but straight to the fielder, Mohammad Wasim at mid-off. One of the best fielders in the UAE. Has taken some spectacular catches at the highest level. Will not be very happy with that catch drop from Raja Akifullah, but they'll have to move on from that. They'll have to leave behind, forget about it, and try to get another. This time he goes for the single, Zadran, and makes it comfortably in the end.
Young legs in the middle, Gurbaz and Zadran, adding that extra bit of pace and intensity in the middle. That energy is very important if Afghanistan need to stay in this chase. Raja Akif has bowled well. I'm sure that drop catch will be playing on his mind. Never easy. It's like a monkey on the back where you just want to get rid of it and get a wicket.
That's so true, Mikhail. As a bowler, when you are bowling, it's your spell. It's an important spell in the first 6 overs. You want to forget about it and move on, and it's very difficult, especially in a pressure situation like this. Will test his character for sure. Another mistimed hit, but it's been played in the gap. Zawar this time should be able to cut that off. 2 more runs added to the total.
They'll always cheer their team. They're everywhere. They're omnipresent, the Afghan fans. Just wonderful seeing them, full of life and energy. And it's good to see that the players as well interact with them, and they share a great camaraderie. The 12th man of the team makes some room, creates an opportunity to play over the offside, misses it completely.
A very interesting point that you make there, Mikhail. The 12th man of the side, the crowd. Remember, this match is being played in Zayed Cricket Stadium in Abu Dhabi. But you've got some great crowd support as usual for Afghanistan. Their fans, they love the sport. They come out in huge numbers and are always there by their side in good times and bad. Clipped off the pads, this time in front of square. Basil Hamid will not be able to reach that, and if he can't, nobody else can. That is a supremely timed shot from Rahmanullah Gurbaz. 4 overs have been bowled. 31 for no loss is the score.
Third point. इसके लिए. नहीं. Bowling change. Okay, thank you.
Well, Mr. Mubashir Usmani on your screens right now, General Secretary of the UAE, the Emirates Cricket Board. Will definitely want to watch UAE crossing the line in this game.
They'll have to take their catches for that, Shoaib. Very important. Zahoor Khan, another experienced campaigner. An economy of little under 7. Can he bring about a wicket? Can he induce an edge? Slip in place for him.
Well, he has been one of the finds of the tournament, and I say that because Zahoor Khan, he's been around the UAE circuit for quite a long time, and he comes up with a reputation of being able to bowl the middle overs and gets wickets in the middle overs. But in this series, he has bowled in the first 6 overs, he has bowled in the death, and he has been instrumental in UAE's performance so far in the tournament.
And so has Mohammad Wasim as well, who's just moved out of screen and frame. 91 last night, 75 tonight. Oh, it's been a one-man batting show. Ritya Arvind certainly as well, adding a lot to his repertoire. But over to the bowling and fielding of UAE. Can they bring about a breakthrough now?
Misses his target, and Shiju Sam, the umpire, will signal that as a wide. He'll have to reload that again, Zahoor Khan.
Ritya Arvind has come good with the bat. 50 today, unbeaten 30 odd runs. Meanwhile, just that extra hint of movement, just wide of that line over there. Good call by the umpire. Shiju.
That will be called a wide again. This time Zahoor is not happy. He felt that it was within that marker, but Shiju Sam thinks otherwise. Rahmanullah Gurbaz. Now let's talk a little bit about him. He's such an important cricketer for Afghanistan. That was the wide delivery. Rahmanullah Gurbaz. He's a vital cog in that playing 11 for Afghanistan. It's important, it's imperative that he scores for their side in this run chase.
Gives the charge, gets an outside edge. Third up in the circle, that's running away to the boundary. Desperate attempt, great work in the deep as well. Basil, you can't keep him out of action. Just the other night he took some stunning catches, and once again he's adding intensity in the middle.
Well, certainly saved a few runs for his side, and that is the kind of effort that you would expect from UAE. They'll need to work hard, they'll need to make sure that they take their catches and also stop the flow of runs. That is a brilliant effort from Basil. Very well done.
You want to back your bowlers at this stage. Gurbaz has looked scratchy in his 20.
Oh yes, he has, and you can see that foot movement, not getting close enough to the ball, and that happens when you feel that you are out of form. But the kind of batter Rahmanullah is, he just needs one inning, one good inning, and we know for a fact that he can make a big impact in any game. He's a game changer. He's a match winner for Afghanistan.
Certainly indeed he is. Strike rate of 138.29, highest of 87. He's getting close to the 1,000 run mark in T20 international as well. Rahmanullah Gurbaz. This time I'm not too sure if he's got stuck underneath that one. Fielder coming underneath. It's taken. Mohammad Wasim, he'll not drop many, and this is a big breakthrough.
Well, it's the man Zahoor Khan who has the knack of taking wickets.
and this time it's no different. The all-important wicket, the breakthrough that they needed, it is Zahoor Khan who gives them that, and that will be a big boon, a big plus. A nothing shot really from Rahmanullah. Wanted to clear the fielder at mid-off, instead finds Mohammad Wasim there, and as you mentioned, he is a gun fielder. So the struggle continues for Rahmanullah Gurbaz as he walks out after scoring 20 of 15. Afghanistan are 36 for 1.
Too much swing, Shabash Juro.
Well, he must be disappointed.
That's middle.
He knows he got a start there. Not the best of starts, not the way we've seen him bat, but that shot was really a nothing shot. More importantly, Zahoor Khan gets the all-important breakthrough. First wicket for him. And it's the new man in, the experienced Gulbadin Naib at number 3. Playing his first game of the series. And what a time to come out to bat. An average of 19, a strike rate of 120, best of 56. But what is not mentioned in that stat is his experience. Brings a lot of character to the side. And it will be on his strong shoulders, muscular shoulders, for Afghanistan to take him, for him to take Afghanistan, in fact, towards that target of 164.
He often flexes his muscles after taking a wicket, but let's take a look at this miscued hit from Rahmanullah Gurbaz. Went very high in there. Mohammad Wasim at mid-off took a very good catch, and Zahoor knew how big a wicket it was. Gurbaz once again throwing it away after getting into the 20s. This time lets it go. It's been a very fine over, a top over, a wicket and 5 runs coming off with 5 gone. It's 36 for 1.
Well, we've got 1 over left of the power play. 36 for 1 so far. Afghanistan, who've had an interesting start, to say the least, Ahmed.
It's been a mixed bag. There've been boundaries, drop catch, wicket, and we've seen quite a few of those extras.
Yes, I'd say UAE have been a little bit lackadaisical in the field. We've had a drop catch. We've had a few wides. They've got to really buck their ideas up if they are serious about going on to win this game. Crunch game for them. A lot depends on this game, of course, as the series is poised at 1-1. Pick up another single, the batsman. What will it mean to the UAE cricket if they go on to beat Afghanistan in this series, Ahmed?
It will mean the world to UAE cricket, especially being an associate member, winning a series against full member, because as UAE or as an associate member, you don't really get those opportunities to play against the bigger teams, the bigger names. The opportunity is there. I think all UAE players on the field right now need to do is stay calm, stay in the game, and control the controllables.
You think the players believe they can go on and win this game and try and win the series against a team like Afghanistan?
The belief was certainly there after the first game, where they felt they were gutted after that loss because they felt they were in it. They could have won that game.
Good fielding. That's more like it. That's what the kind of commitment the UAE team needs.
That looks like there was another chance, and it's that man Akif Raja under it again, and that's the second drop.
Oh, I didn't realize that. I didn't realize it was a drop catch. That can definitely prove fatal, as UAE now have dropped 2 catches. Same man making the mistake, this time at mid-wicket. They just haven't been on it in the field so far, UAE.
Just gotta be disciplined in your bowling, in your fielding. As I said, stay calm, stay in it, and it can be very contagious.
That's better. Gotta live there, outside of your stump. If you get it right on the length, it does tend to seam around a little bit. UAE batsman living dangerously. That was the second drop catch. Really, at this standard, you got to take those.
Funny game this, how the ball keeps following you on your off day.
Yeah, it certainly does. That's the name of the game. Oh dear, oh dear. UAE, what are you doing?
These extras are not going to help the cause. It's a sedate start for the Afghan batters. You don't want to be bowling those extras, giving those extra deliveries to the batters to score off them. Just falling on the crease, getting his in-swing horribly wrong there, Zawar Farid.
Well, I feel the captain maybe needs to have a chat with Zawar Farid. Just slow things down. There. That's where you want to be bowling it.
That's the channel. That's the channel which has proven to be the correct one in this series so far. We've seen fast bowlers taking plenty of wickets just by bowling that channel.
Yeah, he certainly does want to live there. It's just a lack of consistency at the moment. It's a loud appeal, and he's been given. That's the end of Gulbadeen.
And that is a send-off and a half by Zawar Farid. Got very excited there.
Well, that could prove to be a big blow. Pitched up, oh yeah. That's pretty straight to me, and that's a very, very pleased Zawar Farid and Gulbadeen Naib. If you think you're strong, I'm stronger. Naib departs for a naught as Afghanistan are 44 for 2. Well, a huge blow for Afghanistan, and a plus and a feather in the UAE cap, as we've got one delivery left in this power play. 44 runs conceded, which I know you're a former UAE captain, but which camp would you rather be in right now, Ahmed?
I would say even Stevens. I think both teams will be happy with that.
Get off the fence, Ahmed. Which camp would you like to be in right now?
I'm trying very hard to be neutral here, because obviously I would want UAE to go and win this series, but I honestly feel it's even Stevens as we speak.
Stifled appeal. That was definitely drifting down the leg side. As the power play is now concluded, and Afghanistan moved to 45 for 2. Well, the UAE coach there, in my view, I think he should be reasonably pleased. Probably not pleased with the drop catches, and that's the end of the power play signal there. So what that means is the captain, CP Rizwan, has allowed more than just the 2 fielders outside the ring, but he must keep a minimum of 4 inside the 30-yard ring. And oh, would you believe it? That's drop catch number 3.
Drop catches can be contagious as the 3rd one goes down today.
Well, if a picture speaks 1,000 words, that was it just then. Robin Singh, head in his hands. He cannot believe it. Good bit of bowling there by Zohor. Just leaves the batsman. And CP Rizwan, well. Should have done a little bit better than that.
I think the ball got big on him. Would have been better with fingers pointing upwards.
Well, he's getting the ball to shape away a little bit, Zahoor Khan. I like him. I think he's a very, very good bowler. He's a good operator. I believe he's got 49 international wickets so far in his career. He's been an outstanding servant for UAE cricket.
He definitely has been, making his debut here 5 years ago on this very ground. And he's been an asset for UAE cricket.
Yeah, he certainly has been an asset, although that was yet another misfield by UAE. Yeah, it's been a good find for UAE cricket, Zahoor Khan. Whoever the coach was who brought him into play UAE cricket, Ahmed.
It was yours truly, Mr. Awais Shah. It was you as the head coach, and that's the lapses in the field so far. Gulbuddin Naib was dropped, didn't hurt them so much, but Afsar Zazai played an important role in the first T20I. That drop might be costly.
This time, tell you what, it wasn't a very convincing shot. There is plenty of help out there for the bowlers if they're prepared to run in and put the ball in the right area. A bit like how Zahoor Khan is operating.
Just a quick question to you. What was your first impression of Zahoor Khan when you picked him in the Desert Cup, which happened in UAE?
Look, he's got all the attributes. He's tall, he runs in, and he's a big trier, which is what I felt was one of his main assets as a cricketer. Prepared to run in right throughout the game. And he also gets the ball to just leave the right-hander. So yeah, he's got a lot of plus points. The Afghanistan faithful hoping their team will come out on top today.
And those are the fielding lapses. Robin Singh, the head coach, won't be happy with that. He set really high standards for UAE cricket in the field. Won't be pleased with this effort so far.
Yeah, that one there, probably the toughest of the three, but the other two, my word, that should have been taken.
At this level, you have to take those chances. The bowlers are doing their job. They are creating enough opportunities. You need that support from your fielders.
Oh, beautiful bowling. That's the end of 7 overs. Afghanistan are 49 for 2.
Long off, Zawar.
Left arm.
Long off.
So looks like we've got Ayan Afzal Khan into the attack. Bit of spin. I know I did the pitch report. I felt that there were some brown patches on the pitch where the ball might skid and then might even just grip. So it'll be interesting to see how young Ayan goes about his business. Beautifully placed behind square. Should pick up 2.
Junaid Siddiqui does well. The sweeper boundary. Ayan Khan, exceptionally talented kid. Just 17-year-old. First time into the attack today. His strength is bowling straight. I think that will be the order of the day. To keep it as straight as possible. We saw what Rashid Khan achieved just bowling straight.
Yep, that's it there. Always attacking the stumps. That's exactly what you mentioned, Ahmed, that Rashid Khan did. That's all you got to do, young man. Little paddle sweep would get a boundary. Afghanistan will be happy with that, and so are their fans.
Very smart batting by Ibrahim Zadran. He saw the opportunity there. Spinner bowling without a 45, which is a very rare sight these days. You cannot be bowling without a 45 to international batters, because it's such a low risk shot for these batters.
Yeah, it makes total sense to protect that. Now we do have a fielder on the 45-degree angle, with the deep square leg now being pushed a lot squarer. Oh, there's an appeal. Probably just drifting down the leg side. Never really straightened. Meanwhile, smart bit of running. They've come back for 2.
Very good running there. Ball slightly drifting down. But I like what Ayan's done so far. He's been attacking the stumps, which is his biggest strength. And it will make life hard for the batters, because you're not really sure which one's going to spin and which one's going to go with the arm. Just like that.
Yeah, I think predominantly he just slides into the right-hander, which makes it quite difficult to hit through the leg side. You almost got to give yourself a little bit of room and play with the spin, if there is any on the ball. Final delivery left of the 8th over. Yeah, nice shot. That's exactly what I was talking about. Give yourself a bit of room and play into out through the offside, and that concludes the 8th over. Afghanistan move to 59 for 2. Well supported in this part of the world. Mr. LWT, the main man, with his team. Back to the cricket. So 105 runs more required of 72 deliveries. Zaba Farid to bowl his second over. Oh, there's a little bit of movement in the air, isn't it, Eamon?
There definitely is, and that's why it's just so very important to be disciplined here. You don't need to do anything extra on this surface. We've seen that in this last couple of games. Just need to bowl that channel, keep hitting that length. Till the batter tries something different, you don't need to change anything.
Yeah, you're dead right. I think that's how you can build pressure. Dot ball after dot ball, put it on a length and tell the batsman, if you want runs, you better take a risk, just like that. It's 2 dot balls back to back. That will please the captain.
Just keep it there all day long. We've seen that Afsar Zazai is not known for his striking ability. He does take his time early on. And Afghan batters will have to keep the required run rate in check. And with every dot ball, that's only going to go up.
Again, cramping in for room. Much better from Zaba Farid. I don't know, perhaps he's had a conversation with the skipper, but he really seems on it this over.
That's the natural angle which he gets. It's all about getting the line right for him, because he falls away at the crease, has that in-swinger going. So it's so very important for him to bowl that 4th, 5th channel. From there, if it holds this line, it's going to go straight. Otherwise, it will keep on hitting or keep tucking the batter. Now 3 dot balls. Slight change in the field. Deep mid-wicket pushed back. CP Rizwan senses something here.
This time, quick bit of footwork there by Afsar. Only manages to get a single. But a much better over so far by Zaba Farid.
Really like that change. You know you've bowled 3 dot balls. It's about not conceding the boundary and get the batter off strike, because you can just sense something's going to happen.
Young Zadran still there at the wicket, probably holds the key for Afghanistan batting. Really is a smart player. They're trying to get back for the 2. I don't think they will be able to do that. So just the 1 run conceded there by Zaba Farid. A really good over so far. Captain CP Rizwan, I thought, was on song yesterday, and he hasn't really done much wrong so far.
No, he hasn't. I think the bowling changes have been spot on so far. The bowlers have created enough opportunity. It's about grabbing those opportunities when they come at the later half of this innings, as the required run rate is climbing towards 10.
Perhaps they can sense that climbing rate as well. That's why there are a few more smiles. Smiles in the dugout of UAE. They have been a little bit lazy. They've conceded far too many extras so far. And of course we have spoken about the 3 drop catches. Well, if they go on to win their game, perhaps it won't be talked about. But if they end up on the wrong side of the result, I tell you what, there'll be some tough conversations off the field. Well bowled. Yep, a very good over so far. 9 overs gone. Afghanistan 62 for 2. So here we are, series Dafa News series Friendship Cup is 1-1 so far. Got younger 17-year-old Ayan Afzal Khan. Second over. Pushed into the offside. Brilliant bit of running by the two Afghani batsmen.
It's very good running, taking on Rohan Mustafa in the deep, who has a bullet arm. Ibrahim Zadran, as you mentioned, holds the key here. Probably one of the better, technically sound batters in the Afghan camp.
Yeah, he looks pretty sound. I just wanted to mention something about Ayan Afzal Khan, how he has now kept a tight line, bowling that wicket-to-wicket line, which I feel is really important at this stage of the game. Because what he's saying to the batsman is, if you want runs, you better take a risk.
He is a smart operator. He's only 17 years old. So he's making the batter do something different. Just moving away slightly, trying to access the offside, going over extra cover. But Ayan Afzal Khan just slowing it up slightly.
Yep, and that's exactly what you want to do. You got to say to the batsman, you want runs, you create the room, you take the risk, you expose the stumps. Well, this time he's been hit down the ground, but only going to go for a single good bit of fielding by the UAE boys.
That's Basil Hamid at the deep again. He's been contributing in the field. Hasn't got many runs in this series, but in the field he's been brilliant. 2 brilliant catches yesterday. And today he saved a boundary already in the early in the innings. And saved another run here. I've been so impressed by this youngster. He's got a great future ahead of him.
Well, this time it's tucked into the leg side. They're hustling through for one. And they will get back for two. So a smart bit of running by the Afghani boys. That's the conclusion of the 10th over. We've got a quick drinks break and Afghanistan move on to 68 for 2.
certainly has the ingredients of a blockbuster. We have a good turnout this evening. Good to see little youngsters, little toddlers as well coming in, families coming in on this wonderful Sunday to witness two very fine competitive teams dishing out quality cricket at the Zayed Cricket Stadium. I'm Mikhail Vaswani, and sitting alongside me is Faizan Khan. Faizan, good evening.
Thank you so much, Mikhail. Yeah, it's good to see, a couple of stands really full. People are making a lot of noise. There are drums out there. A lot of Afghan support as well. Wherever you go in the world, Afghani supporters are always there. They follow their team everywhere to the corners of the world, and it's always great to see some fanfare in a series like this. Zawar Farid comes into bowl the 11th over.
Goes big. Has he connected it? Not really. Fielder has to make some distance. He takes a blinder. What a catch. Or has he not? Looks like he may have just put it down. Alishan for a moment gave us an occasion to just jump in joy. He did everything to get underneath that one, but just about pops it out. And look at that reaction from the coach Robin Singh. He doesn't seem to be pleased with what's happened in the middle.
It was a good effort coming in from Alishan Sharfu, but I think at this level, this should have been taken. Look at that once again. Across the line, a big heave, up in the air for a long time. Alishan Sharfu covered a long distance, took it and just spilled it while he was rolling on the floor. That's a poor drop. Good effort, gone down begging.
Pressure is piling on the Afghanistan batters. That equation 94 of 58 is prompting them to play the big hits. Take a look at that. He had to run and cover a lot of distance there. Alishan did well to get underneath that, but just could not hold on to it. Oh dear, so close yet so far.
Fourth catch dropped. Robin Singh on our screens, the coach of the UAE side, apparently fuming here. Fourth drop chance in a very close game in a virtual final here. Not done.
Punches it off the back foot through the cover region. Somebody will have to take charge in the middle. Sadran has survived a few drop catches. He's looking good though.
Absolutely. I think, those are chances that you have to take to win a series. Afghanistan would have been under a lot of pressure here had one or two of them have been taken. And they're looking set. They're looking good. No problems whatsoever. They have the firepower to come later on in the innings to actually get to the score put forth in front of them.
There again, just about plays it down to deep third. Sadran is putting a price on his wicket now after a few drop catches. Oh, this is very poor cricket, very ordinary stuff by UAE. They need to pull their socks up. Their fielding is questioned tonight. 4 drop catches.
They need to get into a huddle, talk about it right now. Catches, win matches is a cliche, but it holds good. That is the reason why it's a cliche. Look at those drop chances here. This one is the first one. It was a very easy chance dropped down by Akif. And again, Akif, the same man. This was in the slips, a more difficult chance, but at this level should have been taken. And again, Alishan Sharfu doing all the right things. Just couldn't hold on to it.
Yes, it's been that kind of a day in the field for UAE. They've just not been able to hold on to their catches. And in a final, if you're doing that, then it is a serious problem. This was the 4th drop catch. Alishan Sharfu coming underneath it. Did extremely well to put in the dive as well, but just at the final moment, let it go.
Down the ground, not in total control, still a single. A good over coming in from Zawar Farid this time around though. And it's 11 overs gone. It's 75 for 2. That is the score right now. Well, look at the scorecard here. Rahmanullah Gurbaz, a good firework coming in up early in the innings, 20 of 15. Ibrahim Zadran came out opening today. There was no Zazai, and Gulbadin Naib came in at number 3. Those were the 2 wickets to have gone down the leg side. Oh, poor start for Rohan Mustafa in this particular over. This is the 12th over of the innings. And they've got a platform here. They've got 8 wickets in hand, Mikhail, and this might go either way.
It's a half-tracker pull straight to the fielder at mid-wicket. And I tell you what, we remember what happened in that first T20 international. Rohan Mustafa came into bowl, 2 big sixes, the momentum shifted, and Afghanistan got home. In conditions where the dew factor comes in, this is a very crucial phase in the game.
Down the leg side again by Rohan Mustafa. Couple of runs. No, eventually. Good call coming in from Ibrahim Zadran from the non-striker's end. Yeah, Rohan Mustafa was very expensive in that over. He gave away 17 to 18 runs, and that momentum shifted in the first game. Since then, we haven't seen much of Rohan Mustafa. Nicely bowled this time around. Pushed into the covers. Not very agile bit of fielding again from CP Rizwan. Very tentative looking unit in the field, especially today. There are some very good fielders in this side, mind you. Mohammad Wasim, Basil Hamid. They haven't held on to anything. Nicely bowled once again by Rohan Mustafa. This is turning out to be a good over from him, Mikhail.
He spoke about the fielding, especially at a time when your head coach was once upon a time. Oh, he's picked it up, not quite middled it. And that's why he may just survive as well. Few bounces to the fielder at mid-wicket, and just coming back to the fielding. When your head coach once upon a time raised the bar in the field, Robin Singh as a fielder, you really want to emulate his fielding and catching standards as well. That reaction by him certainly said a story.
Played down the ground once again. Quick running between the wickets, and again no agility from the fielder. This time it's the captain CP Rizwan once again. This is where they need to buckle up. It's the end of the over, 12 gone. Still a decent over coming in from Rohan, only 6 of it. 81 for 2.
Well, this dugout certainly is wearing a few tense looks at the moment, but all of them will have a role to play. Rashid Khan, watch out for his helicopter shots. Kareem Jannat as well. Rashid is padded up.
There's Najibullah Zadran as well somewhere out there, I'm sure. He's again a match winner for Afghanistan. So a lot of batting firepower in the Afghanistan ranks still to come. As in comes a bowling change. Zahoor Khan comes into bowl, the 13th.
He's given that, made some room, played it over, backward of point. They're running the first run fast. They want to chance the arm, but they go against it, and a very good fielding effort in the deep.
Zawar Farid, the man there on the sweeper cover position. Good work, nicely covered it, very quickly released it as well. This is the kind of fielding that you need consistently over a period of time for your team to get into the game. It's 82 for 2. Zahoor has bowled really well. He has picked up a wicket as well. He could have had 2 at least, because there was a drop chance in his very first over.
And I'll tell you what, this match certainly has the ingredients of a blockbuster. 82 of 47. I reckon this is going down to the wire. They're going to have a last over finish. Nicely bowled, just coming into the batters on this occasion.
Yeah, spot on. If they don't get a wicket here, the UAE, I think Afghanistan are in this game. 82 required, 46 balls remaining, 10.7 runs per over. It is very gettable if you have wickets in hand. And the wicket is behaving, beautifully right now. Because there's some dew we saw during the break that the soppers were coming out and, they were using ropes to actually dry the ground. So there is dew out there. The wicket is going to behave now. You need wickets to get into the game, UAE.
There again, very happy doing that. Zadran. And the plan is clear. Afsar will take his chances. Zadran will keep one end.
That's how he plays, doesn't he? And I'm a really big fan of this young player from Afghanistan. Ibrahim Zadran is a player to watch out for in the future for Afghanistan. The last year's Asia Cup, he was brilliant. Scored a 60 odd against India, which was very, very nicely paced. Was going at a runner ball and then kicked on later in the innings. And he can do that here as well.
Goes big. May have got the toe end of the bat. Fielder coming underneath. This time it's taken. And this time Zahoor says, I get my man. Finally a catch in the deep. And a wonderful effort by Alishan, redeeming himself with a very fine catch.
Well, I don't know what Zahoor said, but definitely on the inside, he would be asking someone to catch it while it was in the air. There we go. Cross-batted shot, not timed. Afsar was taken by Alishan Sharfu, although only by the fingertips there. But finally, a catch that UAE has taken. Zahoor thanks the heavens, and it's another wicket down. It's 83 for 3 after 12.4. Afsar gone for 13 of 19. So Zadran is going to join Zadran. Najibullah Zadran comes out to bat, left-handed, joining Ibrahim Zadran, the right-handed batter. This is going to be a very good, very important phase in this game. 89 matches, 32 average, strike rate very, very good. 142, 850s, 73 his best. And again, in that Asia Cup, he was in supreme touch. Won a couple of games single-handedly for his side, coming lower down the order.
And he's immediately off the mark with a single towards deep square leg. What a catch that was, and what an over it's turned out to be. And how well has Zahoor Khan bowled in a tense chase at a time when the odds were stacked up against them. With a few catches going down in the deep, he's produced another brilliant effort. We'll take a look at this catch once again.
Yeah, it was nicely bowled, back of the length, not too short. Got some bounce as well. And a cross-batted shot that finally got to hand. Good work UAE, good work Zahoor Khan.
Looking for the second. They played it soft hands. Very good running by Zadrans in the middle.
Yeah, that was well bowled. Very good over coming into an end. In his 3 overs, he's picked up 2 wickets, given away just 14 runs. Afghanistan chasing 164, are 86 for 3 after 13. So this is what they are playing for. The Abu Dhabi Friendship Series, UAE versus Afghanistan. A 3-match series today. It turns out to be a virtual final because it was 1-1 in the last 2 games. And it's hanging in the balance here as well. As in comes Akifullah Raja to bowl the 14th over of the innings. His third was very ordinary in the field though, Akif. He needs to redeem himself just like Alishan Sharfu did on that catch. He needs to pick up a wicket here. It was a debut game for him though, the last time around, and it turned out to be pretty well for him. They have gone into this game with an unchanged side as well. So yeah, it's very important for Akif to bowl a couple of good overs here.
The first thing he needs to do is just delete what's happened in the field and focus on what he can control. Oh, he's miscued that. That should be an easy catch again. Akif gets a wicket. The catch has been taken. Najibullah departs. Afghanistan in a spot of bother. UAE right in front in this big final.
This is a huge wicket in the context of the game, because Najibullah Zadran is that man you look to when it comes to picking quick runs. A slight smile coming in on Robin Singh's face. Look at those that catch once again. For a moment I thought, it had spilled out and he had taken it on the second chance, on the second grab. But certainly easily taken by Zahoor Khan, not one of the best fielders in the UAE side, mind you. It's another wicket down and UAE are well and truly into the game. 86 for 4 after 13.1. Najibullah gone for 1.
Leg. Yes. Slightly. Yes, coming.
Well, the new batsman coming in to join Ibrahim Zadran is another man in form for this series, Karim Jannat. Played a very good knock. 53 runs he scored in that game. 44 matches, 17 average. I think with his capability, that can go up if he consistently plays like this the way he has in this particular series. In comes Akif Raja once again.
And I'll tell you what, Afghanistan at this stage will begin to realize they need to score quickly. Akif Raja, well, he can now breathe a sigh of relief.
There we go, the catch once again. Poor shot coming in from Najibullah Zadran, trying to go across the line, not in position. Look at Akif Raja. The celebration there from him was brilliant as well. He didn't go up in the air though. He was waiting for the catch to be safely pouched.
Nicely bowled, just generating some pace. The ball skidding. Not easy to bat on the surface.
Also, Mikhail, am I just assuming it, or did we really see a smile on Robin Singh's face when that catch was taken?
Well, he certainly enjoyed that moment as well. 2 catches, back-to-back catches in short intervals. It's just brought everyone to life at the Zayed Cricket Stadium, and the coach as well joined in the party.
Haven't really seen him smile though throughout the series till now.
Oh, he's picked that one. It's a flat 6. And that's power. It was shot and asked to be hit. And there go the fans as well. Much needed 6 against the run of play.
Shows you how good a form Karim Jannat is in. It was just a bit short, not very short, mind you. Rocked to the back foot really quickly. Hit it flat hard into the cow corner. Well done, very well done. Playing deep in his crease as well. Brilliant from Karim Jannat.
He has just about stood there and picked the length early. Just went about hitting it. Gets off the mark with a mighty 6 there, Karim Jannat. Their asking rate of 11.37, 72 of 38. They'll need an over or 2 that can get them close to 20 runs.
Nicely played once again. And over the backward point this time around. 4 more.
Jannat is turning it on. He believes this is the only way forward from here on. He does not want that asking rate to keep climbing. 6 in front of the wicket on the onside, and a 4 just about behind backward of square, backward of point rather. Very good improvisation.
Great shot. When they have taken 2 wickets in quick succession, they would be thinking, the UAE players, we are into this game now. In comes Karim Jannat, changes things around.
Oh my God, this time around he's built it even better. Karim Jannat back-to-back 6s in faces of a boundary in between. And I'll tell you what, all of a sudden he's brought the 100 up as well. So it's been a mixed bag kind of an over. Wicket and 16 runs, much to the cheer of the crowd. 14 overs gone, it's 102 for 4.
That's the scorecard for you. Ibrahim Zadran still there, 38 of 37. Karim Jannat has come out all guns blazing, 16 of just 5 deliveries. What an over that last one. Wicket on the first ball, a dot and a 6-4-6 in the last 3 deliveries. The game is on. If you were thinking that Afghanistan is losing too many wickets too quickly, make sure you're still sticking by, because this game has just come alive in the last 3 balls.
Has he got an edge? Looks like he just played it to the wicket keeper. Junaid believes he has his man. Disbelief for the wicket keeper. Empire unmoved. Dramatic scenes here at the Zayed Cricket Stadium. 16 runs in a wicket in the previous over, and now
umpire Shiju sat there. I think it took the pad on the way. In his excitement, Junaid thought it was off the bat, but I think he took the pad on the way. Yeah, it seems like he's taken the pad. The thigh pad, in fact, as Mikhail points it out to me. Good take from Ritya Arvind. Good ball from Junaid Siddiqui as well. It's all happening here at the Zayed Cricket Stadium. It's game on.
One too many here for Ibrahim Zadran. This match is coming with its fair shares of twists and turns, let me tell you. The momentum is shifting in a matter of no time from one side to another side.
This is good bowling though. Outside the off stump, he's bowling to his field here. There's a third man that is on the boundary. The leg side is completely packed. Square leg, mid wicket, long on, all on the fence. The fine leg is up in the circle, and that's why it is important for Junaid to bowl it outside the off stump. And this is what he's been doing. Good balls.
Zadran will need to do something different, or maybe give strike to Karim Jannat. Afghanistan are a feisty side, and they'll not go down if they have to as well without a fight. And at the moment they want to make a match out of it and take it right to its logical end.
Good shot, big shot, it's going. Couple of bounces into the fence for more.
Not sure if he was in complete control, but Zadran went through with the shot. It has started raining runs at the Zayed Cricket Stadium.
Just on that delivery, they brought the wicket fielder inside. And that's poor bowling from Junaid. If you're changing the fielder, in the fielder inside, you just cannot bowl it short outside the off stump. Mid-wicket is where the was taken. It could have been a catch as well if that fielder was posted on that delivery, or the same position that he was there on the previous ball.
Field changes again. Short wicket moves to deep mid-wicket. Mid-off up in the circle. Long gone as well. Has been pushed up. Junaid steaming in. Just uses the pace this time. Plays it to third. What a match this is turning out to be. Everything to play.
Cracker of a game here. 57 more required. 32 balls remaining. 6-9 runs per over. Until the time Karim Jannat and Ibrahim Zadran are there, I have doubts in my mind that this is a very, very gettable score for the Afghan team. Look at those fans. They are quiet. They are sitting. They are also in doubt whether or not their team can actually go through the distance. This is the game that we are seeing here, and it's very, very absorbing. 107 for 4, 14.4.
Delivery, but that'll be a wide. The last 10 minutes have been nothing short of dramatic events. I wonder what's spanned 30 deliveries.
Absolutely. We have seen a couple of fours. We have seen an appeal. We have seen a wicket in the last 2 overs. It's all happening here. And a wide ball now coming in from Junaid. Although I thought it was nicely bowled, a bit too wide.
Very good bowling. Very good death bowling. Just take the pace off it. Try and pull it underneath the bat. You don't want err in length when you're bowling to Jannat.
Absolutely. He's hit 2 sixes already in his brief little knock. 17 of just 6 deliveries. He's come out, and somehow the momentum has gone towards Afghanistan. Although UAE has picked up 2 very quick wickets in the last 2-3 overs, and finally taking 2 good catches as well. They had dropped 4 before.
What a final this is turning out to be.
That's Mr. Matt Boucher in the balcony. Slow ball again, pulled away nice and straight to square leg. That is the end of the over with a single. It's 15 gone. It's 110 for 4. Game on, as there's going to be a change in the com box. It's Shah with Ahmed Raza.
Well, it's beautifully poised the last 5 overs of this decider, as it's worked out. The DAFA News Friendship Cup is beautifully poised at 1-1. 54 runs more required for Afghanistan to win this game. UAE captain will have other ideas. Rohan Mustafa is in the attack. And Jannat and Zadran are looking very dangerous. Gets it in the block hole. Just a single. Ahmed, it's 10 times for UAE cricket.
Pretty tense. Record run rate just about 11. And this man has done it all these crucial overs. Just how he started, that's what he's looking to do.
Well, I don't think he'll be proud of that one, because that has gone many a mile. What a shot that was.
Missing his Yorker this time. Kareem Jannat hits it way past the deep square leg fielder. And he provides that pace to the batters as well, so he cannot err on length.
Yeah, that was a nice gift to Jannat, who's really changed the momentum of these. He's only faced 8 deliveries, and he's already on 24. He has 5, and he sees he's on song here, fighting for the UAE team. Zadran tries to play the paddle sweep, trying to get it past that man on the 45. Doesn't manage to do so. However, still the run rate is still just under 11. So you would thought that I would rather be in the UAE camp rather than the Afghanistani camp.
Yeah, with the kind of death bowlers UAE possesses, I think UAE is still in the driving seat. But do you think, on the back of Najib Zadran, you thought that they relaxed a bit?
Well, you like to think they didn't relax. I mean, Afghanistan has plenty of depth in batting. Remember, you still got the captain, Rashid Khan, to still come in. Now, we all know he is a real dangerous player who's going to be, thought, coming in next. So you can't really afford. But that was the 6. That was hit off Jannat. And here's another one. Wow. What a shot that is. So that's the end of 16 overs. Afghanistan 125 for 4. Well, very well supported, the Afghani team wherever they go, even more so in the UAE. That man on your screen, Zadran, 46 of just 45 deliveries. He's played the anchor role, as it turns out, and Kareem Jannat on the other end. Wow, what an innings he has been playing. 30 of just 9 deliveries, and now Slightly worried looking UAE captain.
Not a very good over by Rohan Mustafa, conceding 2 sixes in that over. Puts the pressure back on UAE bowlers. These are the 2 sixes. The pace provided by Rohan Mustafa. If he errs on length, if he misses the Yorker, Kareem Jannat will punish him. Kareem Jannat just recently in T10 played so very well for Sam Parmy. In the game with bat in hand, with ball in hand. He'll have to do the same here.
Oh, now young Zadran getting amongst the action as he moves on to a beautiful 50 of 46, much to the delight of the Afghanistani fans.
What a knock, what a time, what a game to do it. Series on the line. And he plays an important role, played the anchor role. Everyone has been around him. He's just gone about his business, playing good cricketing shots.
Yeah, he really has really been the glue amongst the batting unit, held it together so far and allowed the likes of Kareem Jannat to come in and really play that explosive innings. One thinks Afghanistan might just be becoming the favourites to go on and win this game. With 22
the Afghan colours in the crowd. There will be loving moments. They will be loving Kareem those big hits.
Yeah, they really are passionate about the Afghan cricket. They really do follow them all over the world. Jannat on strike. Got a deep mid wicket, deep square leg, deep mid on. Plenty of protection on the leg side. As he slotted away. Just concede the single. Probably a better field set now for Jannat, who likes to, when he hits through the offside, he likes to slice the ball over point, and this time Captain Rizwan CP has got the man right where he should be. Now Zadran's on strike. 3 more deliveries left in this over. Still 33 required for Afghanistan. 6 wickets in hand. Oh, and this time it's hit in the air. Will it land in no man's land? It does. As Zadran, oh, he's a lucky boy. But I tell you what, he's played beautifully well. For me, he's been outstanding.
He has. He's tried his luck because of the drop catch, and that was really costly, but he's played some beautiful shots throughout the innings. Deft touch, going over extra cover. He's a strong lad. And a very, very well played 50.
This time it's a full toss. It's heading towards the boundary. That's 4 more to Afghanistan and 4 more to Kareem Jannat. Wow, what an innings. Just the 11th delivery space so far as he moves on to 35.
Poor execution of that ball. He's been on song from the word go. Gets another boundary.
It's an absolute gift for a guy who's looking in amazing form. 35 of just 11 deliveries. Wow. Final delivery in this over. Slower ball, smart bowling. Jannat will keep the strike. 17 overs gone. Afghanistan 137 for 4. Well, not very pleased at the moment. The coach of UAE. Probably in the last 5-6 overs, the game really has turned towards Afghanistan. We have been going at around 8 and over, and the required rate now has come down to 9. So Afghanistan very much in the driving seat now. And all UAE can do is see if they can pick up the odd wicket here and try and again shift the pressure back on Afghanistan.
Yeah, and a very good move by CP Rizwan to bring back Zahoor Khan, who's been the mainstay of this bowling unit throughout the series. He's picked up 2 wickets already in this game. He'll be after the wicket of Kareem Jannat.
It's a beautiful stadium here in Abu Dhabi, the Zayed Cricket Stadium. Great atmosphere, great cricket. Banged in, swatted away to leg side. Oh boy, Kareem Jannat, you're on fire.
What a knock he is playing here for his country. Batting on 40 of just 13 deliveries. Zahoor Khan banging it short. Kareem Jannat takes the invitation and hits it for 4.
Yeah, sets himself to hit leg side. And that ball really sat up so he could just extend his arms through the ball. UAE really under the pump now. They really do need wickets if they are going to try and stem the flow of these runs. The single turns the strike over to Zadran, who has been the mainstay of the innings. 52 already. As the equation now is 22 runs required for Afghanistan to seal a victory in this 3-match series between the two countries. We've seen some amazing cricket though, Ahmed. Look, don't worry about the result for a second, but we have been entertained.
We have been entertained, and the wickets which the curators have produced at this wonderful stadium have been really good. I think they've been an even. It's a top shot, probably the hardest shot in the book. Just light short of length delivery, going over long on. Ibrahim Zadran turning it on here.
Wow, what a shot. I know we've spoken about this young man. Reminds a lot of people of Virat Kohli. I tell you what, that shot reminded me of when Kohli hit over mid-on that game against Pakistan. Just short of a length, and he has jabbed it over for a maximum. Wow-wee, he is on fire. We are really being entertained in this game tonight. Now it's 16 more runs for Afghanistan to go on and win this game. As this time turns it into the leg side, only the single. Wow, what a shot that was.
He's done that so well in this innings. Gets a boundary, gets off strike. This partnership has been game-changing for Afghanistan. I think they've complemented each other so very well in this partnership.
Yeah, it's been an outstanding match. Changing partnership. Kareem Jannat strike. This time slots it into the offside. Boy, he hit that so hard. They didn't have time to even go for a single. He is hitting the ball like a tracer bullet at the moment. Zahoor Khan picks up 2 wickets off his over so far. Got the 1 delivery left of his allotted 4 overs. That young man on your screen really has come in and changed the course of the game. Wow! 41 of 15 deliveries. Oh dear. Oh dear.
Very bad delivery by Zahoor Khan. That's one more run to the total, and Afghanistan reached the milestone of 150. It's just 14 runs to win from 13 deliveries. Where do you go after this over?
Yeah, it's tough. I think Captain Rizwan might need to perhaps attack, set some attacking fields and entice a mistake. Because if they just let these two bat, Afghanistan will go on and win this game very easily. So you've got to do something different in the next over, that is for sure. Smart cricket, don't need to do anything. They've already done the damage so far in this over. As that concludes 18 overs gone. Afghanistan 151 for 4. Well, a very happy dugout there, and the fans, well, pictures tell you the complete story. It's all been Afghanistan, especially in the last 8 overs. They really have changed the course of this game. At one stage I thought UAE looked favourite, especially in the first 10 overs. Required run rate was sky high. However, since the introduction of Karim Jannat, wow, hasn't he played an absolute gem of an innings and changed the course of this game. So 12 deliveries left in this game, 13 required, and that man Jannat's on strike. Oh boy, that's another boundary.
Karim Jannat, he is in that sort of a mood, punishing the bowlers. And boy, he has changed the game. Such a difficult shot because his weight is always on the back foot. Can you please explain how can he hit that shot?
I'm not sure if I can explain it. Only Karim Jannat can. But I tell you what, he's on for a very, very fast 50. Only 17 deliveries so far. This time he's been swatted into the leg side. Oh, he's going to come back for 2 though. Moves to 49 of just 18 48 of just 18 deliveries. Karim Jannat, wow. He is playing an absolute gem of a knock, and now Afghanistan only require 7 to win of the 10 deliveries that are left in this game.
Man inside because they've completed the allotted time. That doesn't help the cause.
Yeah, it certainly doesn't help the cause. If you have a look at the field, they've been penalised by the umpire. You get allotted time as to bowl your allotted overs, and UAE have been late, hence they can only have 4 fielders outside the ring. They were on time, they would be allowed 5. So conditions now favouring Afghanistan. This time full toss. Only gonna concede a single though. Junaid hasn't quite got his Yorkers right. That's where I think UAE have struggled. They haven't been able to. I know they're renowned good death bowlers, but they haven't nailed the Yorkers, and they have really paid the price.
Also, I thought they've gone to the Yorkers way too early. I think there's enough in the surface. We've seen that throughout the series. We've seen that throughout this game. There's been enough in the surface if you hold your length. If you try to bowl that hard length, that's been a harder length to get runs off.
Yeah, make a fair point there, Ahmed. too soon. Another single added to the Afghani score as Zadran moves to 60 of just 51 deliveries, and Karim Jannat now is on strike, who's sitting on 49 of just 20 deliveries, who really has come in and changed the course of this game. So potentially one blow away, Afghanistan, from going on to win this third international T20 between Afghanistan and the UAE in the Dafa News Friendship Cup. And there it is, a magnificent 50 by Karim Jannat. Mr. Jannat, take a bow. What an innings that is, as Afghanistan moved to 160 for 4 of 19 overs. There we go, Karim Jannat, 50 of just 21 deliveries. And now only the last over to be bowled in this game, with 4 runs required for Afghanistan to surely go on and seal the series 2-1.
A strike away. It will be fitting if it's Karim Jannat who hits the winning runs. Is there any magic left in this game? Can Raja Akif produce something?
Well, it's probably a game Raja Akif probably wants to forget. He's up. Unfortunately, dropped 2 simple chances. It probably went on to cost UAE. However, that is the name of the game, as they say. Karim Jannat has sealed the game with a monster. There we have it. Much to the delight of the Afghani fans, Afghanistan go on and win the Dafa News Friendship Cup 2-1.
And it's that man, Karim Jannat, seals the victory for Afghanistan alongside Ibrahim Zadran, who played the anchor role. This partnership, surely the game changer of the day.
What an innings that was. Afghanistan win by 6 wickets and take the series 2-1. And there you go. Really, really well supported. And a jubilant captain. I'm sure he's very proud of the achievement this week by his team. What an innings these two have played. What a partnership, Ahmed.
What a partnership. Complemented each other. Putting the boundaries, getting those boundaries, running between the wicket. Coach Robin Singh won't be happy because UAE was on the driving seat for the majority of this game.
Yeah, they certainly were. I thought they bowled beautifully, especially the first 10 overs of the game. They bowled well, they used the conditions, the ball was moving around and it wasn't easy to bat. But since the introduction of Jannat and Zadran, when they came together, well, Jannat really threw caution into the wind and really grabbed the game by the scruff of the neck and turned the tide towards Afghanistan. And boy, haven't they played well. Wow, been really impressed with young Jannat. 2 games he's gone on and really played outstandingly well. Commiserations to the UAE coach. Plenty of positives, mind. You know, they've certainly competed well against the Afghanistan team, who we know were probably favourites going into the series. Afghanistan are 10th in the ICC T20 international rankings. UAE sit 3 behind them at 13th. So we knew they were favourites. But I love the brand of cricket they've played today.
Yeah, UAE will take a lot of positives out of this series. Mohammad Wasim's form with the Arvind scoring some runs, scoring a 50 today. The bowling was exceptional throughout the series. I think they will look back at their fielding effort today, also with the extras they conceded. Those are the extra balls you give to the batters to score off.
Yeah, they've just been a little bit lazy perhaps in the field with the ball not on the money. Yeah, certainly should have done better. However, that's the game of T20 cricket. One man can certainly come in and change the course of the game, and I'll tell you what, Karim Jannat did just that. He was outstanding today. Coach very proud of his players. Well, amazing batting display by Afghanistan today. Certainly the ball was doing all the talk earlier on, but that innings in the middle of the batting unit, Karim Jannat, 22 deliveries. Him and Ibrahim Zadran